Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, y'all? So let's get at it, bro. Let's get at it. So I was minding my business. You know, I went by the dealership, but I was looking at some new vehicles um, to try to go after, and I saw my guy D Durrell. He was live, you know, and he was talk. I guess he was playing a content creator by the name of Queen Sunkiss, and when he I guess he was playing her content, didn't say nothing disrespectful, didn't call her no names, no nothing. I tell y'all, man, some of these people are crazy. They carry a lot of issues, and I don't know. I live rent free in their head. I live rent free in their head. And when that went on to happen, when that went on to happen, she just started going off on a tangent on a rant about me. I'm gonna openly oblige. I mean, you're gonna start cussing my name. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. And it's crazy because a lot of people keep asking me to take the low road. They always keep saying, "Take the low road. Come on, B.M.T." And I'm like, why? Why take the low road when people keep coming off erratic and disrespectful? Why? People say, "Don't say nothing about Big J. Y'all know how he is." I'm like, but this man starts beef with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I was brought upon from a guy named Locas. And I'm gonna make sure I email him the link. He said, well, B.M.T, you know, is it fair to say people in this space don't trust you? And I said, well, that's crazy, Lowcast, because then these same people in this space, like, destroy your channel? I've never had my channel destroyed. I don't know what that's like. But we do know what people in the space that y'all say trust have fucked y'all over. Now, I'm going to just put out the evidence. I'm going to just put out the evidence. Because it amazes me. It amazes me. I'm good by myself. I'm good by myself. I don't need what's going on. I don't need to be in these. I don't gotta run in these kind of things, man. I don't. Y'all never see me out here pushing age of consent conversations. Y'all never see me out here trying to elevate, allow. I don't do none of that pandering shit. I don't do none of that racial gaslighting shit. I give everybody a fair chance to go say their piece. One guy asked me, Lowcast, so let me make sure I email him. Because understand, I got all y'all emails. I do have y'all email. That's the hypocrisy. Let me email him. Let me email him. I got you, Dave Charles. There you go. You know. Yes, that is a G.I. Joe poster right behind me. That's a G.I. Joe poster. I think one of the things about it when it comes to this space, you know what I'm saying? And I tell anybody, any of y'all struggle content creators, y'all can come contest me. I mean, what y'all want to talk to me about? Because they only start talking shit when I get on panels. But then when I ask them, like, okay, so give me the names. Give me the names. Because if you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back. Talk trash about me, I'm going to talk trash to you back. I learned that taking that high road shit, that shit don't be working around here. And a lot of people be trying that talk to tell other people what to do and how to maneuver, and then themselves don't even move like that. But then when you do it, it's a problem. And when you can show your lifestyle, that's even a bigger problem. It's even a bigger problem. A man that's talking about black men in children, Big J. Yeah, I'll say your name. You ain't no big. You're definitely not big. I think you're fat and obese. We can tell that by the way you breathe. And you need me, fast. You need me. Like, I'm like, what is this nigga saying? Like, I don't want to play his content, but we know Big J is on that fuck nigga shit where he'll try to strike you. If you disrespect me, and whether you're a man or a woman, I'm gonna curse you out. Simple as that. I don't break code from that because I'm not gonna be. I'm a man and you're a woman. We're both adults. We can have that kind of respect. Think I give a fuck about that fat nigga? No. Same thing about that sun kissed woman. I don't know those two. I don't fuck with them like that. I don't go to other people's channels with the smoke. Where I roam, a lot of you motherfuckers don't even go. I'm not going around preaching y'all pill logic gospel. I'm not going around talking about black kids gotta die and shit or this and that. I don't go around doing none of that shit. This is in y'all nigga spaces. I don't go to y'all channel. Listen, bro, I got certain channels I go to. And I can name where I go. I go to Artisan. I go to Art and Style, M.O.T, D. Darrell, Faith. I go to Browns. I might, if I do go by Sexy Red, I still get emails from Reg the Bad Guy, Angelica. What else? Who else? You know what's crazy about that, Angelica? Nobody has smoke when Big J was talking about killing me. Nobody has smoke when Big J threatened to kill me. Now it's okay for a total stranger can threaten to kill me. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to my homie, Con Man. Nothing but love from that brother, man. Nothing but love from that brother. Shout out to Con Man, Strawhead Juffy. Shout out to Capping No Tapping. Shout out to the Blur Cartel on Fridays. Shout out to Daniel Womack. We had an amazing tournament. I didn't see none of y'all around my content when I was saying, hey, go over there and support the geeks, the blurs. Locker room talk. Shout out to Hollywood. Spider Cam. I don't see y'all go over there. What does it sound like? Do y'all go over there? No, I don't even promote it in these spaces. You think I give a fuck about y'all little fuck nigga? What goddamn submission talk? I don't go around doing that shit. What's up, NC worker? See, I've been able to showcase my work of helping people get jobs, showing homeless, going out there talking to former escorts, talking to people out there in the street. I've talked to whites, blacks, Arabs, Latins. I talked to everybody on my panel. I had political conversation, historical, analytical. What do y'all want to talk about? And see, right now, we have it where somebody's trying to rope me in, a black woman, this woman named Queen Sunkiss. She's trying to rope me into her bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about this person. I don't know her. Y'all stop trying to make me cool, motherfucker. See, that's a problem with a lot of y'all black. Y'all be trying to make people cool with motherfuckers that you don't have to fuck with. What's up? I'll be that news. If you don't fuck with them, you don't fuck with them. I don't go around telling y'all got to go to these people channel. But their only thing that they can say to me, B.M.T, is, B.M.T, you're gay. I'm gay because I told y'all a story about my life, about being abused as a child. But however, this is the same type of space where they have 6 to 8 hour panels about what is consensual touch with a young girl, Or you have a man talking about how he was 8 years old sleeping with a grown woman. But let me tell the story that's wrong, that's fucked up. B.M.T, you the bad guy. Because Lord knows only a woman can talk about being sexually abused. That's how it works. See, I understand niggas have double standards in this motherfucker. Niggas are definitely double standard. You talk about anything around what's relevant in this space is protect black women, slavery, reparations, submission, dating, and goddamn bullshit nigga shit. You gotta talk about that shit. That's the thing to be. That's honestly the thing you need. I'm live, brother. Nothing too much. I'm just live right now, just having an open conversation. I got an open panel. Anybody can come up. I'm just live right now. I'm a. No. You good. You good. You're good. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Now, is this not the space to talk about black male first agendas? Right? That's what was told, which we know is a lie. I agree. I'm going to keep it a being. When it comes to males expressing their pain and experiences, and it's not common, one, they get aggy or dismissive. Yeah. You can't do this. Is not an environment. If you're not talking about women, but just you as a man to say, hey, I had these issues, it's a problem. I done been over to the Prophet of Thought, which we won the debate league. We won the debate league. My team. B.M.T's team won the debate league. I done worked with the Itmore brothers. I done worked with the philosophers of this space, the Itmores. Man of Spirit 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. I worked with them all. Worked with them. I'm not saying, oh, B.M.T's with them. No, I've done a show or two or spoke with them. Did a show with the B1 Network. Did a show with O'Shea, Obsidian, Angry Man. All this shit is documented. Now, people say, B.M.T, why ain't you loyal to these people? Well, I'm saying, like, well, damn, I didn't. What level of loyalty do you have to have? And see, I understand this is why, people vote the way they do. It's okay when people were trying to come at me. They have names for black men like me. They call black men with families jawline. I got that from Rez the Bad Guys channel, which Rez the Bad Guys sent me messages saying, hey, B.M.T, you want to come to my channel? No, I don't want to do echo chambers. I'm not going to do echo chambers. I've been over to Maurice Delk, whose main channel has white people on there. Don't bother me. It's YouTube. And I've been over there and I debated my talking points about why certain curriculum need to be taught to black kids. People had a problem with it. I didn't. It's this echoing, you gotta suck and rim job ass theatric shit that gets me, bro. It's this thing that, and shout out to my homeboy Con Man, where you can say you're cool with a motherfucker on one panel, But then when people are talking about or going at that person, you quiet. But then you want to say you're cool with them. I don't tell y'all what y'all can and can't talk about. I mean, that's y'all shit. I can't run y'all shit. Y'all adults. Y'all grown. I don't tell y'all who y'all can and can't have on y'all panels. Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. Y'all are grown adults. Everybody got it. It was funny when people got at B.M.T. about white people being in this space when your three daddies have had white people in their chats, in their spaces. Y'all don't even know who's behind the avatars. This is the same space that promotes interracial dating. It's funny when the women get on the men about dating outside the race, but then they'll have a whole panel talking about men being bullet bags. It's crazy when the men get mad when they see a black woman with a Latin or Asian or a white man, but then they'll get mad when that black woman says, well, anything's better than dating a black man. But I'm like, you wasn't even checking for it. Why are you pressed? This is the funny shit. No, I'm gonna tell you one of the funny shit I heard. People had smoke for me about talking to people who are in the LGBT, right? Either talking to them or being friends with them. If whatever they do behind bedroom door, that's their business. But I've heard more black men tell other men to suck their dick, how you would like to, this is their alleged words, you would want to fuck me in my ass. That's what other men have said to other men. I've heard so many sexually explicit shit. And I'm like, wait. So I have a conversation with them about policies and politics. Y'all, when y'all get mad, y'all tell each other to suck each other's penis. I'm talking about politics and medical. Y'all talking about when y'all get mad, y'all asking about threesomes and shit. The same space, mind you, I did an interview with 3 black teenagers. Tell me why an old black man got up on my channel, RBR, and started cursing and screaming at black teenagers. Which, if they wanted to curse them out, they would have been full on in their rights. They were on here talking about politics and about that or what they think about government. Nothing disrespectful. An old black man jumped on my channel, started cursing at teenagers. But he's supposed to be pro-black. I had a father, or I assume he was a father, tell me if the laws were of consent and allowed him to date a 13-year-old girl, he would do it. These ain't my words. Now, No, that was RBR. That and I'm glad you asked it. I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody can ask the questions. Y'all can ask me any question. Because y'all know I've been here for years. I've been here for a few years on YouTube. And people say, well, B.M.T., where have you heard it? If I give y'all the names, then ask me, I'm going to drop the link because I know who some of y'all are. Whether you be opposition or not, it's fine. A lot of people I've done gone to toe-to-toe with. Shout out to TVA. Not that me and TVA got any issues, but me and TVA, we used to curse each other out on the panels. The first time I met TVA, oh no, but the screen says I hate black women. That's crazy because I'm one of the very few channels that has black women on that actually, and I can show you all the black women content creators that, not even content creators, just black women or men. What's going on in business talk with Kay? Yep, exactly. And TVA already know, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these people have never been in the arena at the Coliseum. And I've gone to bet we roasted at each other. Had different talking points on policies. This undying allegiance shit has gotten y'all motherfuckers fucked up. It hit me too one time. It's got me. I ain't never lost my channel. I know the people I fuck with. And they have trust for me because I can trust to lead them on my channel and they never fucked it up. They never got up here and done anything crazy. I've had women make sexual allegations about me, and I've had black women that have gone and proven it, as well as black men that say, hold up, bro, this evidence don't make sense. Y'all remember the what's the girl, the Nicole Diaz, the Latina bitch, the meth addict? Y'all know she does meth. And she was going around saying B.M.T. Sexually exploits me. And I said, well, the question that asked was, yeah, right, Tyrone. We remember that. Mind you, she used to disrespect black women on the panel. Yep, thank you for that. Yep. Nicole Diaz. They said that I sexually was exploiting her. I'm like, dude, I live on the East Coast. Come to find out, she having a whole sexual entanglement with Uncle Suge. But see, blacks got on a sheep herding campaign to go after B.M.T. See, I understand whenever a motherfucker says some shit, motherfuckers don't ever think. They just go. They just go. They don't even try to figure out, hey, there's something not right about this. Kind of find out she doing meth and crack and having sex with a nigga. Hello. Welcome.
B.M.T. What is up?
I am told, and you can ask me any question. I am told I am a betrayer of the space. I am not trustworthy. I destroy the conversations.
What?
hey, I got many titles, man. I'm Apocalypse. Hey, I destroy the titles. I destroy conversation conversational build. I attack black women. I put children at harm.
When? When does
Uh,
all of this happen? I mean,
hey, listen. Hey, I'm learning. I'm learning as I go. Um, listen.
because I'm just thinking about how long I have been, just in general, just knowing who BMT is, right? But also how long I've been part of Team BMT, and I'm like, I don't remember any of that ever happening. Now, maybe it happened before I got to the Black Manospheres, like 8, 9, 10 years ago.
Mhm.
What are they talking about exactly? I don't know. I couldn't. I honestly can't place what they could be talking about. And
I
I always find it amazing though, because every time they come up with like a whole new narrative about you, it never makes any sense. They're
Yeah,
never talking about something that actually happened. Like
I
they're
will
gonna
need you
call
to quit
you
attacking
gay.
me. Stop
Hmm?
attacking Ruby like that, BMT. That's not
I'm,
right.
I do
Stop letting
apologize.
these Latino folks on your panel too,
I got to
BMT.
stop letting you Latinos on my panel. I do apologize. I do apologize.
Damn. You
I do.
gotta stop letting the Latinos on the panel. Damn.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. Here's the irony. Here's the irony. From Dederell to Exile to Ruby, I have gone at each one of them at different times, and I am so close to them.
Mhm.
Ruby, did me you always do me you always agree? Hell, we were having
No.
a whole debate discussion about pick me.
Yeah. Like that
That
was like literally the last time I was up here, I think, right?
let me keep it going. But I want y'all to understand the if y'all would like to roast or bring it, I will listen. Exile. Me
We
and you been
met on a disagreement.
we was in the auditing sector. I told you, majority of the people that know me, we met on disagreements. I need to know when I broke code. Dederell. If Dederell could say anything,
What's up,
Dederell,
player?
when I came over to your channel, this was back then when you had that girl, that D girl, that Hebrew Israelite girl, the Hebrew Israelite used to be over
Yeah,
there.
you talking about Diddy?
How much how often that I used to get to debates and arguments over there.
Oh yeah, we had a big disagreement when we first met between you, me, you, Diddy, and what's the other girl name? With the J, I think.
Gene,
Yeah,
Jay.
Gene. Yeah, man. We,
Yeah.
we had and then there was another guy named Mungu man. We had it was an intense argument we had.
Listen, bro. It was probably one of the that was a crazy stream. You know, what's so crazy about it. I wish some of these streams or channels were still here. If y'all could just go look at how I don't know when people say BMT just comes up and he flip flops. I want if I flip flop, y'all can tell me. Y'all don't have to sugarcoat. Y'all don't have to. If I flip flop, tell me. Just tell me. I will take that. I will take that. But just let me know. Let a brother know. Because if I disagree, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. No, if I disagree, I don't agree.
I think what they considering a flip flop is that you were expected to agree with everything they said when you came in their spaces, and the fact that you disagree means you're a flip flopper.
Hmm.
Well then why say you want to have the conversation? Why say we need more family men orientated with women, business, and priorities of society. And if they come to the space and they disagree, they're a problem. Then why say you want them around?
They
Most
want the echo chamber. So this is the problem, right? Is that like everyone's so comfortable in their echo chambers, and so they don't even know what it looks like to have people who have original thought or because they think, okay, if I agree with BMT on one thing, I have to agree with BMT on everything. So if I agree with BMT on one thing today, and then I agree with I don't know. Sorry, I have to use this though because it illustrates point beautifully. But if I agree with RBR on something tomorrow, then I'm a flip flopper.
Fair
It's
enough.
not like I changed my mind on anything. I'm just saying it's not because I changed my mind on anything that I agree with these two enemies on two different days, right? It's just I don't have to agree with everything BMT says to agree with one thing BMT says, and vice versa. And a lot of people in these spaces don't understand that.
RBR is not a complete moron, but I mean, sometimes he's right, and those are the times you're like, I gotta agree with this guy.
Well, I
It's
know, but I use BMT just because if anyone knows, like I'm not allowed to go on on RBR's panel, or BMT is going to strike him. Like literally, it's so that's why I'm like, so you have to know that these two people are enemies. But with that being said, I might agree with something RBR says, and I might agree with something BMT says. That doesn't mean I'm a flip flopper, and that's the problem. BMT will agree with you if you make a valid point. That is the thing that everyone
But see,
misses.
these spaces are formed through echo chambers, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what that's the culture of Black YouTube, is that these spaces and these particular uh, uh, you know, spaces in itself and these areas that there's a lot of echo chamber and activity going on, where everybody has the same talking points,
correct.
everybody agrees with certain things, that they have a commonality of as far as what they like or dislike. And if and to me, there's a failure to psychologically to departmentalize that people have their own unique stances, and just because you don't have to 100% agree with everything one person said, that's just not even realistic. And unfortunately, there are people who have the mindset that, well, how can you believe one thing that one person says and another person says this and that? It's because if you're dealing with truth doesn't have any boundaries. I mean, you can pull truth from anybody if they're
Right.
speaking it. And I mean, I don't know, man. This is just that. This is one of the examples of why it's difficult as a content creator to navigate in certain spaces, because that's how people perceive you, and it's not correct.
Now that's and that. And see, I want y'all to understand this. So let's use up. I'm going to bring up the stuff that is said. BMT, you attack black male channels. Let's use that one first. I will take that one. If it's something that is dealing with that I find inappropriate, such i.e., there's been a lot of consensual talk in these spaces. I'm glad I got Ruby here, D Darrell here, and Exile here. And y'all gonna say, BMT, who talks like that? Who talks like that? And I'm like, nigga, are y'all crazy? Like why are we pretending when these things happen? Everybody's supposed to just go along and get along with the get along. I didn't agree with the Marcus Houston thing. I didn't agree with that.
Mm.
Kevin Samuels did. Other men did. Guess what? BMT got attacked. BMT was told, I'm a flip flopper. I'm not for men being happy. Do y'all remember? Does anybody else remember that conversation about getting girls that are 20 to 30 years younger than them? Anybody else remember that conversation?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely on panels for that. I was dealing with
Mm-hmm.
Conservative and JI and all them guys about that crazy about the age of consent per state. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, I'm often on the other side of that argument. I think me and BMT were opponents in that argument once. Yeah.
right. So again, we had the conversation. Mind you, shout out to JI, and I know how people feel about JI. JI comes here. JI started the petition. I put it out there about financial abortion, which now guys run around the space saying financial abortion. That's from JI. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
JI. He's somewhere out there. Next one. Let's get at the BMT.
But you know what though, I gotta say one thing. I gotta give
Yes,
a
go ahead.
little bit of pushback, BMT, because here's the thing, right? But we all do it, okay? We are Black people who are talking about Black issues and ultimately want a better future, a better today, a better tomorrow for Black people. And that means on occasion we say some shit about Black people we probably shouldn't have, but it's because we get sick and tired of the sick and tired, right? So we might say some shit. And, so I said it. I say all the time, I'll be like, yo, I hate black people. Like, I'll just, like, be watching some dumb shit, and I'll be like, I hate black people, right? Or, like, yo, I'm done with black space. I'm done with these black channels. I'm done with whatever, right? Because we get frustrated because we're really invested in our people. So, with that being said, I will say, like, have I heard you say some shit about black people or black channels you probably haven't said about other races of channels? Yes, but it's because you are black people and you give a shit about black people. You have black children, right? Black communities you're helping. So yes, you're gonna get mad extra because you're extra invested in black people. So I have heard you say some shit. I'll say
I'm
that.
glad you brought that up. Hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. Indeed, around X, I will tell you, B.M.T, you talk to the white man on YouTube. Oh yeah. Oh, woo, boy. Let's not run away from that.
Yeah, I was right about that one.
Now. For all of y'all, if you ever gone with me, and I know I think Ruby went over there also, and a few other people. I go over to Maurice Dell. I think you met him, Dieterell.
Yeah, I know Maurice.
Now, I was one of the very few people in this space that came out saying I'm a traditional conservative. I remember because everybody was doing interviews off of us. That's when Brandon Tatum used to be here, ABL, Uber Drive. There used to be a lot of, before they are now big now the way they are now on the grifting circuit, they were all in this space. They used to be in the space. I told y'all, this space has a lot of history. And if you wasn't here, you just wouldn't know. But for those of us who do know that have been here for a while, you probably wouldn't know the conversation. Like Dieterell has been around, Ruby's been around, Exile's definitely been around. Like if y'all go over to the auditing channel, you'll see whites and blacks on the panel running up in police faces with cameras, calling them out and shit. Like they don't got no chill over there. And now the thing about it was, and this, let me show you the fallacy of this space. I'll hear motherfuckers talking all that pro-black shit, but then when a white man get on the panel, they either going to worshiping that motherfucker or goddamn they feel like they goddamn Nat Turner and having the greatest debate of their life. But they're not attacking the policies or talking points. And I just want to know why. But it's something where it says be pro-black behind closed doors, but then when you get around or talk to other groups of people, it changes up. Now, I just want to know, where am I fucking up at that? Because this space be promoting diversity, divestment, and go get other bitches, and anything is better than the black man. But talking to a white man, that's the cardinal sin in this bitch. But y'all can throw a white man on the panel, and he be next to God. So I need to know, maybe y'all can check me. Y'all check me. Put the holy oil on me. It's all good. I'm here to get the last. Anybody can come up. Let me know.
Well, my position is you have the right to operate your channel whatever way
One
that
of them
you want.
motherfuckers trying
So
to
I
get right now, bro.
I can't tell you how to operate the channel, even though we have had offline discussions of my disagreements with one particular person and other people. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna respect your decision. May not like it, but I'll respect it.
But
so that's
right. But Dieterell, I yielded to your decision and said, you know what? For my friendship with you, it will never happen. Did I not? When you told me,
but that particular person did a lot of crazy racist shit too.
They did, but you know the thing about it, bro? Other people were having them on the channels. Other people, even when we had the conversation, so even after that same day, let me know if I'm wrong, Ruby or Exile. Other people were still putting that same person on the channel that I was being blamed for, but everybody was like laughing at. So I'm getting punched in the mouth, but everybody else is getting to do whatever the fuck they want. Let me know that.
No, you're right. But you know what? I gotta say again, the problem is this is part of the issue when you are the trailblazer, right? Because most of us wouldn't know who that dude or his wife was without you, right? And that's Partially because a lot of these discussions, and this is where, then black people start getting all like gatekeepy and blamey and stuff. And they say, you got to be careful who you let into our discussions in our space. And that's true. You do, especially if you are kind of the in, right? But it's not your fault that from your channel, everyone else started letting them on their panels and their channels. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You can only blame BMT for what BMT did. How are you going to blame BMT for the whole rest of the black space allowing him in into big discussion and allowing him to say stuff that he was saying? Because he wasn't saying that stuff on BMT's panel. I'll tell you, he was not saying some of the stuff that I've heard him say on other black people's panels. He wasn't saying. And whenever he would get a little too comfortable, we would check him.
Ruby, he was saying it on another white man's channel that took me over 3 years to get all 6 of his channels canceled. That just happened last week.
But I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about the racist stuff. I'm talking about the too comfortable for your own britches stuff. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you, I considered the man like a friend. I bet you on more than one of those channels. I said, nah, he's cool. I bet you on more than one of those channels. But the problem is he started getting comfortable other places and no one was checking him. Like he was the black friend a white friend in a black neighborhood that you were born and raised with. So he's allowed to say the N-word. He's allowed to just, say certain things about himself. And I realized, this dude is getting comfortable. And then you started really hearing what he really thinks. And you're like, oh, oops. Yeah, we fucked up. I think that's what it is. So we all fucked up. It wasn't BMT by himself. Why are we blaming BMT? Because we don't like accountability. So we don't all want to take accountability. We have to put it on one person. That's really what it is.
And thank you for that, L. Nixon. They dumped a lot of BS on you and others. Now the thing about it was this. Certain conversations, if it dealt with minority relationships, I kept it to just us. Because I felt like, what am I going to talk with other people about? If it was politics or policies, or they one time asked about, I had one people ask me, well, BMT, I'd like to know, can y'all do a show about reparation and why do y'all want to have reparations? Cool. You know what we used to have? We used to have the Hour of Power. And I'm not sure some of y'all know what that was, but that literally, Dee Darrell was a core member of that, where we would have all professionals. Ruby got links. Dee Darrell got linked. You had to be a professional of your status. And we would go on Sunday, and we would talk about those talking points. No bullshit, just the talking points. Now, when that would happen, you would have people that would want to come up and talk to the people. Shout out to my brother Art Nostal. Love his channel. I love Art Nostal's channel. I go over there on about every Thursday or Friday when it on whenever he has current conversations. I don't change a beat. I wanna know about the conversation of when it comes down to BMT beats up black women. Now that's a good one. I like that one. I beat up black women. I was told that by the woman Queen Sunkiss that BMT attacks black women. Now, that's very interesting because I was told in this space we don't want black women. Now, I'm going to name channels where black women can go and they can have conversations. I hope y'all don't mind me talking about it. I've seen black women be able to go on O'Shea's channel. I've seen black women be able to go on the Teapot channel. I've seen black women be able to go over to Dee Darrell's channel. I've seen black women be able to go to my brother Art Nostal's panel. I've seen black women. What are some other channels? Cerulean Gray would have black women on his panel at times. What are some other?
Who doesn't allow it? No, you have to. You're listing. You're going to be here all day. List the channels that won't allow women on their channel, in the chat, or in the panel. Because even ones you think are extreme. I would say Game Changer is a little extreme, but he'll allow women on his panel. Fantastic allow women on the panel. Like this.
But now here's the thing about it. I was told letting women on the panel is going to make the men weak. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, hold up, bro.
All right, fuck that. You ain't gonna call names out, but I'm gonna call names out asking questions. You talking about Smash TV, monkey ass? Them punk ass motherfuckers over there, they act like they got gay love for each other.
Now hold on,
I
Exile.
can't believe this is Exile's voice. I really like your voice, Exile. I've been watching you comment for
Now,
years. I
here's
didn't know
the
what you
thing
sounded
about it.
like. It's funny.
Now,
Mhm.
here's the
Sorry.
problem. Here's the problem. No, it's cool, Ruby. Now, here's the problem with it. I have no problem. I had women as co-hosts. I didn't even vote. Ruby got voted in by my channel. Like I have co-hosts. There's 7 of them. They voted for Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
I've had Gene. I know because Dita Rowe wanted to do an interview with Gene. Y'all freaking out, but I had a woman who's for women's rights. I had Charity. I had Nikki. I had all women that had jobs in positions of authority. I know how y'all feel about Attorney Nichelle. We all know how y'all feel about her. Lord knows we know how y'all feel about Nichelle. Nichelle, I got love for you, baby. When you're drunk or you're not drunk. Mind you, we were the only debate team, and Dita Rowe can contest this, can tell you that we were the only debate team that had women.
Can I ask a logical question though? How are men gonna have a debate with nothing but men on how to get a woman? Women know
Okay,
what
I can
women
answer that.
want.
I'll
Man
answer
don't
for
know.
Sorry, let me tell you. I'll tell because I know the logic because I've had this discussion before. So basically, this is the issue, and this is not for Manosphere 2.0. Okay, this is after Manosphere 2.0. No, because when I first got to the space, it wasn't like this. But basically, what they say is this: women lie. Obviously, all humans lie, right? But they're saying women lie all the time, and women don't know themselves. This is courtesy of places like Fresh and Fit. So there's no point on asking a woman anything because she's just gonna lie. She's gonna lie to try to make herself look good. She's gonna lie to try to screw over other women. She's always gonna lie. So the only people you can trust is men.
Let me put it like this though, Ruby. B.M.T, you know when another man's lying on his D, right? You know when another man's lying on his dick, right?
We've heard some crazy stories.
Thank you. I've heard a lot of these men tell stories that you could clearly tell they lying on their dick, so they a bunch of liars too.
Right.
But see, here's the thing about it. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I got the jawline name. I'm gonna tell you how I got that. I had a Black Fathers panel because Brother D. Darrell was there. And I said, we're gonna do it for men as family men to talk as men. Why the fuck would y'all say y'all want to see Black fathers or fatherhood? But then when y'all had the panel, it wasn't the women that wanted my panel gone. It was men that were attacking us.
Facts.
It wasn't the women attacking us. It was the men attacking us. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. But when y'all say B.M.T is not trustworthy, but then I put out that, hey, you got a whole panel, me, G. Lowry, you had Mike.
Gabe A was there, right?
Gabe was there. You had a whole bunch of fathers. I was reaching out to what's the brother that the Islamic brother? He doesn't do shows anymore. Gabe God damn it, bro.
Isn't it Gabe? I know what you're talking about.
Right. Like, I had nothing but respect for him. L. Nixon's done come through. I had nothing but Shannon B.
Gab Talk Media. That's his name. Gab Talk Media.
I had nothing but respectable black men in these spaces. Motherfuckers saying they wanted them gone. So, hold up, bro. You know how long it took me to get that fucking panel together? For almost a whole week straight? And niggas were clowning us? But then y'all said, we need black fathers' opinions? What the fuck? So hold on, bro. So you said that you had smoke against it, but then y'all talk about what about these daughters getting out of pocket? But then you had a father like D. Darrell. You had a father like me. Nigga, don't even talk to me about this doxing shit. Because Lord knows.
Wait, but B.M.T.
Oh boy, let me drink, boy. I got it.
Let me ask you a question, because I don't remember. And again, this is a big issue. There's a big difference between Manosphere 2.0 dudes and everyone else, okay?
Right.
Because 2.0 was saying we need to hear from married women. Okay, if she's not married and submitting to her husband, we don't want to hear about her. She can't be an authority figure and nothing. And they were saying, hey, listen, if he's not married and making it successful with women, or he didn't get a lot of women, if he's not successful, we don't want to hear from him, right? This is what you were hearing in Minister 2.0. Minister 3.0 is saying something very different. They're saying that all these old married people who might have wisdom, no, that's not wisdom. They're just old and bitter, and they're trying to screw over the young people. So in essence, the way that they've changed the narrative now is they've changed it to make all these young dudes who don't really know shit about shit, but they just haven't been very successful in a lot of areas, including with women. They've changed it so now those guys won't listen to old dudes, won't listen to married dudes, won't listen, because even though those guys have wisdom, they're not being taught that that's wisdom. They're being taught that those guys are just old and bitter, their testosterone's low, and that's why they don't want to just keep screwing a new chick every single day until they die. Right? Yeah, no, they're being lied to. They're being lied to. So it's not even, it's just the biggest names, unfortunately, are the fresh and fits, right? Who are living in Miami, talking about Miami culture and acting like that is everywhere in the world. And
And they
it's
still
unfortunate.
incels.
Right, and they, they are though. That's the problem, right? And there's so much fake flexing. No one is
Right.
talking to real people anymore who are really doing it. Like,
Right.
It's not
sad.
about that. It's
And the
not
thing
about
about
that,
it is,
Ruby. I'm getting
people are actually people are still upset with 2.0 for opening the door for women to come into the space. To, in my opinion, that was the best thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was the best thing because you provided a environment for opposition. You allowed women to have a voice. And the bottom line, this is what they don't want to talk about. Those women paid, actually supported some of these men financially a lot, and that's something
yeah,
they
a
don't
lot of
want to
women.
talk about. A
I
lot of
laughed
women
when
paid
I
Mm-hmm.
laughed
a
when they
lot.
let the wrong one in. They let Pearly get over 1 million followers, talking like she was the woman for them, and that was a clear example of how they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Facts.
Right.
Wow. Now,
Man,
now,
those
now, this
I've
is taking
seen
it too
women
far.
donate a lot.
Wow. So you guys hear Grinch got exposed by GMT last night for doxing Gino's social security number and Ingram.
What?
Wow.
Oh.
Oh
No,
my
well,
Wow.
I
God.
know I knew what was gonna get exposed and this wasn't it, but it's coming. I know something else that is gonna I don't know if it's
Now,
by who, but I know it's coming.
let me tell y'all the stuff that I brought out to the forefront.
Mm.
Okay. I brought out the truth about that of originally where Kevin Samuels used to work.
Right.
I brought about that. I knows
Yeah,
who
you
knew
took some
about
heat.
it,
You took some heat.
and
You
I
took
took
some
some heat
heat
for
for
that.
that too.
Now the thing about it was I actually even talked to Kevin about it. I talked to Kevin about it behind the scenes. We talked on Google Hangout, and
Mm.
I said, well, Kevin, now that it's out there, what are you worried about? And he was angry, and he said, you know what? Now that that shit out there, who gives a fuck? Because once it's out there, I mean, what else can they do? It's your past. So you put it out there. But I told him, I said he wasn't always a millionaire, dude. This dude was working at Lowe's and he was out there selling Avon. And also he was in other sectors.
And he was getting kicked out of fragrance stores
Out of
with
fragrance
no
stores.
money.
Right. We talked to the white people that kicked them out. We had a conversation. They're like, no.
Well, I gotta backtrack that. What you mean? What wasn't always a millionaire? He never was a millionaire. When he died, that came out. He had
Now,
over $100,000 in his bank account.
thank you
Had
about that,
nothing to
Exile.
give his family.
Now, Exile, see, I'm saying, like, but again, people, there are so many six-figure people in this goddamn space. Somehow they keep talking about welfare and goddamn everything. And I'm like, how did y'all fuckers that keep up with this shit? Now, this would be amazing to me because whenever we try to talk business, that's the least talked about. So shout out to K Business Talk or D Darrell or whatever. Me and Ruby talk about systematic issues, or me and you talk about laws or anything. I don't know where these people don't be nowhere around when we have these power conversations. But somehow everybody six-figured always talking about getting their pussy wet or their dick wet. but they never did like that. I'll be like, yo,
when they act
what's
like
going on in our workspace that y'all can have these conversations? But then, I'm sorry, but when we look in y'all background, listen, Lord, God forgive me, when we look in these motherfuckers' backgrounds, and it looks like we see a roach on the back of the wall, we see piss stains, boxes. Y'all don't listen, bro. Some of y'all narratives don't be aligning, bro. Like I be just trying to like,
bro. Even a
cool.
motherfucker that touched 6 figures, I tell you, you still a broke motherfucker. You don't influence anything with 6 figures. In the eyes of the real wealthy and the real rich people, you just another poor motherfucker.
But then even like the fact that we have a whole community, because most of us are like fiscally illiterate, right? And I don't mean us on the panel, I mean Black people. And so as a result, this is how most of us get signed into like things like the 360 deals in every area of entertainment, right? We get ourselves completely screwed over and we stay just as broke as a joke, no matter how rich and famous we're supposed to be. The reason why is because we're fiscally stupid. So as a result, when someone says, hey, $100,000, we go, oh my God, that's more money than everyone in my whole family's ever had put together. That's so rich. It's not, first of all. But second of all, making $100,000 a year doesn't mean you have $100,000, right? And so people don't understand, gross versus net as far as just even income. People don't understand, well, hey, from there, what's your net worth? Honey, what's your net worth? That's what I want to know, because I don't give a shit how much you're earning. In fact, the average millionaire doesn't care how much they're earning. They care what their net worth is right now. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Exactly. And they had Negroes arguing with me about that. And that lets me know that they were financially illiterate because wealthy guys and high value guys that really making it, they don't discuss income. They discuss wealth building. And it's a difference between annual income versus wealth building. Because you could have $1 million a year and broke.
Right? And you can make 5 figures a year and be incredibly wealthy. In fact, most of the people I know, okay, in my own family, people who own so much, like literally my mom's net worth is well over $1 million, right? But she doesn't make over 6 figures. If she does, she just got there in the last few years. My mom has always made 5 figures, yet she has a net worth of over $1 million. Why is that? Right? Because how much you're making, it has nothing to do with anything, because you can easy come, easy go, bro. Money comes in, money can go out. But what if you're investing that money? And what are you investing it in? Right? And how are you investing it? Because wait, what's the most valuable thing that you can own? It's not money. It's what? Does anyone know? Property. Does anyone own any property? Right?
Hold up. When I talked about that shit, I was called B.M.T. That ain't your shit. You don't know what you're talking about. I said, listen, bro, find yourself a nice sister or somebody, and y'all got to learn how to attack this land, get these grants, and y'all going to start putting in certain names. Man, B.M.T., shut the fuck up, man. See, now he's saying that dumb stuff. I'm like, man, bro, like, I don't get it, bro. Like, they host seminars talking about, I guess it only counts when somebody non-black says the shit. Or I got to wear a fucking gold chain or put on some type of bling, and then, is that what gets niggas to take me serious? Do I have to put, like, I want you to understand, like, rich people don't dress like y'all think they dress, like on TV and shit. They don't dress, I promise you, bro. Like, I be seeing these motherfuckers at Target. I see these motherfuckers
Walmart shirt and shoes.
Bro, they walk around with the most basic tennis shoes. They
not
running around with 8, 9s, and 10s either.
They're not.
Millionaires have told me. One thing millionaires have told me is not how much money you got in your bank account. It's how much money you got coming in from assets constantly. And what you do is you take what you need to live off of that money, and then you take the rest of that money and put it back in your investments.
That's the thing about it, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. People come here to flex on blacks. That's the thing about it. It's like the dope man flexing on the impoverished people and saying, "Look what I got, you motherfuckers!" Like, listen, bro. Y'all telling me I'm a disabled veteran does not shame me. I told y'all that. I've actually had a whole conversation with Here's the thing about it. There's only certain few veterans that I don't get along with. Other than that, we really don't have no beef. And the black veterans, for the most part, we really don't bring up our back history too much. And if we do, and anybody who understands therapy, which we got two of them down here, veterans predominantly only talk about their background history with other veterans. You're not going to really get us to talk about it like that. It really not. So when people ask me, B.M.T, you're a disabled veteran. Yes, I am. Yes, motherfucker. I got blown up. I got shot at. I've been through all kind of shit, bro. What? Nigga, y'all think I wanted to do that shit? I did that. Shit happened. And I moved on. I've had it where people I trust, Ruby, D. Darrell, have had me get offline because it was triggering my PTSD. So they'll say, come offline, bro.
Yeah, that was what, probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Exile's been there with. So the thing about it is, what's up, No Cupcake Zone? No Cupcake says the average million makes less than 100K. It's about your like. And the thing about it, listen, bro, I've been there. And shout out to Joe W. A lot like. I don't like this. This space is weird, bro. Like, and I'm gonna address this one thing. B.M.T. went over to, I guess how y'all say, B.M.T. went over to Nyla Says channel, and he talked about sexual abuse. Okay, so I'll address that. I talked about it on my channel first.
Now you know how I feel about that, so I'm gonna just you know how I feel about it. But
hold on. But D. Darrell, this was before the storms all started happening. Is that fair enough to say? This is before.
Okay.
So this is why I said there's context to everything, because the fires that are now that have burned the houses, they weren't here. Is that fair to say, Ruby? These fires weren't here. These issues weren't here. Shit started happening. Now, when I try to talk about black boys being sexually abused as kids, right? It was me and Underrated Darkness. Okay? Nobody else want to have the conversation. However, there's this hypersexuality thing going on, a promiscuity with black men. Now you see an over-simp mode. Now, when I tried to have the conversation, it was lame. It was lame. Mm-hmm. Though I had to work through it, say, hey, mental health, need mental health. I had the conversation with Ruby. I had the conversation with D. Darrell. I've asked to have the conversation on O'Shea and Obsidian channel. They didn't want to have the conversation. I've tried to have it with other brothers. Shout out to Gabe, Gab Talk Media. He was willing to have the conversation a little bit. Mm-hmm. Black men are not the best at having a conversation of abuse. Shout out to my homegirl, Topaz. I've had a conversation over there. I got to be for real with y'all. The real conversations, motherfuckers aren't built to have. Now, it's interesting, and I'm passing it to you, Ruby. The women were more receiving of having the conversation than the men. The women were more receiving of the conversation of accountability than the men. However, but the men want to have conversations on child support, how that bitch got me, and that bitch abuses her kids. But you don't want to talk about black boys getting abused or black girls. Granted, I've heard some despicable conversations laughing at black girls who got abused by that white dude who patched HIV. Oh yeah, they were laughing on Mr. Fantastic channel about that.
Oh, that shit. DJ guy, DJ whatever his name was.
Yeah, they were laughing about it. Mind you, that was in the Carolinas. That affected us directly. So when I'm like, hey y'all, we got to get out there and find these HIV possible HIV people, because they could probably be out there infecting other people. Right. Motherfuckers are like, B.M.T, nah, that's those unaccountable women fault. But I'm like, nigga, y'all out there fucking them women. Those women are grown now. Y'all know how old that court case is? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, some motherfuckers are just dumb. Like, they're just dumb. They don't get it. Like, it's only serious when the shit affects them. It's only serious when it affects them. That's the shit about it, bro. Like when people try to come, and it's crazy. But I've had it where more black people have tried to come at me about my sexuality, even though I'm with a black family. They ask me about my sexuality. I've done heard men talk about sucking dick with other men. I've heard men talk about it's better to be with a tranny. I've heard men talk about being sex bot. I've heard more LGBT, goddamn, they go gay type of level shit in these from other men.
B.M.T.
Huh?
Try being a Jewish Latino dude that's married to the dark-skinned black woman that these men don't want, yet they lust over and attack you constantly for being with her.
But see, that's the thing about it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when you do it. Fuck them. Because that's the thing about it. Like, I don't get it. Like, it amazes me.
Well, that's the thing, though. They get mad because I do it better than they do, though.
Well, hold on. But see, the thing about it is, it comes across when I can see an Austin Holloman walking behind schoolgirls recording them. Nobody challenges that shit. Y'all, did anybody else forget that all those videotapes of that shit? But he was set up. Somebody threw him under the bus. Nigga, no. We've had multiple predatory behavior in these spaces, and motherfuckers go quiet because that's their friend.
I'm just saying, I don't understand it, you know. I'm with the woman that y'all trying to say, I mean, like a lot of these ministers do, all of them. They troll me.
Is it just me or is he breaking up?
Yeah, you're barking a little bit.
Yeah, going
no.
I have no idea what I said, but you need to find better reception.
Yeah, kind of barking a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing, BMT. That's not fair. I got to give you pushback on this one because listen, they ain't the black spaces, okay? Because if you want to talk about the masters of turning a blind eye, it's conservatives of all races. I mean,
definitely.
Right? Let's talk about anything from Jesse Lee Peterson, the Stop the Steal guy, Ali Alexander. I just did a story about him last week. The amount of pedophiles and other types of predators that are in their leadership is astounding. The fact that they are all hypocrites. How many of them are just pure, like just gay, right? But again, they're liars, right? And they're hypocrites. So they will sit there and bash all gay people while secretly being gay and cheating on their wife with 1,000 gay people, men, right? And then pretending that they didn't do it. And then when the one that, oh, well, I slept with only a couple 13-year-old children, right? Like, I mean, the masters, I'm turning a blind eye to sexual depravity, in essence, and all of this nonsense that's really destroying the universe while pointing your fingers at everybody else because everyone else is wronger than you. So that way, you know, no one has to look at you and what you're doing wrong. That's the conservatives. And so it's not super surprising that when you're talking about especially descendants of slavery, that you see the same behavior, right? Because we've been observing how to be successful on these lands. I'm sorry, I know everyone's like, oh, you always have to bring it back to slavery. But no, but let's be real. Because if the dominant society has been doing that shit for 400 years to be successful in society, then what you see is that's the norm. And what you see is to be successful, you got to do the same thing. And as long as you do that, you'll be fine. You know how you know? Because they're fine. Because they're still doing it and they're still fine. So the problem is we always want to hold ourselves to this high moral standard that no one else in the society has to live up to. And they're like the 90%. We're the 10%. Why do we have to live up to that high moral standard when no one else does, right? It's putting an added pressure on a group that is already unfairly behind and has unfairly already had their head starts taken back again and again and again, right? So I just had to push back on that.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Like, I don't mind. Listen, y'all, I want y'all to understand. BMT don't mind. It's pushback. If the talking point is fair and valid, it is what it is, bro. I can't dispute it if it is what it is. If Ruby has a valid talking point and me and her go at it y'all just don't know how much me and Ruby debate, bro. Y'all must don't know how much me and Peter Rell have different talking points, bro. Like it literally does. But you know what? And this is the shit about it. and I'm gonna show y'all this. They can be people on their panels I don't agree with. Ruby know what I'm talking about. Dita know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Do I attack those motherfuckers on y'all panels?
Mm-mm.
No, I shut the fuck up. And I just keep it professional about the talking point. Now, I don't tell them, hey, don't allow that person on your panel. Because that's their shit. That's their shit
Mm-hmm.
at the end
No,
of the
but what I was trying to say before I went into a dead zone is motherfuckers try to troll me for that shit, but you witnessed it yourself. It'd be the same black men that talk down on the black woman. So why are you concerned that I'm with her? Then get mad when you want to troll me, and I got many troll characteristics to trigger you before you trigger me. Like, don't play that game with me. That's what I'm here on the internet to do is troll you trolls. And
well,
I see that as a lot of people in the manosphere, they ain't serious about that conversation, bro. They're there to control the conversation.
well, I originally when I came to this space, I thought this was about a place for helping brothers get jobs. I thought this was a place about male advocacy, about men networking, and talking about hey, like where can we meet up for like find out lesson plans for learning about history, business,
I
pretty much.
remember, bro. It started off on a good foot on
Yeah,
man.
it started there.
It started.
It
It
just
did.
needed to
Mm-hmm.
be tweaked a little, and instead of being tweaked, it was just morphed into some other shit.
Yep.
But see, here's the thing about it. But I get told, B.M.T, you just be all over the place. No, nigga. I just didn't sit with shit that I don't agree with. I just didn't. I just didn't. I went to different other people's channels. I gave everybody a fair shot. I gave other people a fair shot. Some people I'm still cool with. Some people we either butt heads and then we go our own separate way. Or other people, hey, I just don't fuck with them at all. Now, if y'all say, hey, BMT, you you went after Big J Triple A. Listen, bro, Big J talk about everybody. That's just how that fat motherfucker get down. I don't give a fuck. There's some people in these spaces that just they just attack people, and I mean
Yeah.
that's just what they do. I've had allegations thrown on me. What was it? The TMHC BMT. You took a girl from the TMHC and put out her picture.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was women going around saying I said I don't even know what the fuck y'all talking. Listen, bro, when I said I didn't know what I was literally blindsided, I didn't even know what was going on. I just know that my name just BMT. You taking a female picture and throwing around, you weirdo creep. That's what BMT does. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Andre. Shout out to the brothers over there. Shout out to other people. Even I think even some people from Bomb Cherry's camp and other people like from other camps said, no, wait a second, this don't make sense. I really think BMT don't even know what's going on. I really don't
Mm-hmm.
think BMT knows what's going on. Ruby had to come in and say, BMT, don't say nothing, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ruby literally called me and said, BMT, don't say shit. It's going to get handled. I've had
Mm-hmm.
times where either Row I said, bro, we'll figure it out. Like I'd be like, yo, bro. I'd be like, yo, Tony. I swear, bro. Sometimes I don't even know I don't even know how my name comes up, bro. I feel like, yo, bro. I think it's easier just to throw things at me, and somehow it may just stick. I'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
now this thing about attacking black women. Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, there are some women in these spaces I don't give 2 cents of a fuck for, and people know who they are. They talked about my deceased child. Fuck that bitch. They know I
Mm-hmm.
am. And I can tell y'all right now, I could take a lot. I can take a lot. But when you cross certain lines, cool. They doggone trying to porno bomb my kids. But my kids and other teenagers that me and Ruby used to talk to used to
Mm-hmm.
come on the panels. I can't bring them on the panels because adult adults don't know how to act around kids. I
Right.
don't know why, but adults just don't know how to act around kids. I've seen them go after my brother D Darrell's family. I've seen them go after Exile's family. I've seen them go after Ruby. I've seen them go after a lot of people in our chat. So when I tell y'all this, be careful what you say or put around on the internet, because what you say, make sure you can stand by it, because motherfuckers will save that for ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck you talking about? I told the girl Queen Sunkiss. She said that she put a picture of her breastfeeding or whatever shit on the internet. I said, you should have never done that. You should have never done that. What? Why? You weird for that. I said, I'm just trying to tell y'all this space get down. Even Ruby said, no, you should not put that.
Nope.
You should have put that out there. I'm telling you,
Mm-mm.
prove it right. Even Ruby was like, listen, y'all don't. We act like we don't know how this space gets down, bro.
Right.
You in the concrete network jungle.
Right? These streets are these streets. People want to be like, what space are you talking about? Like it's not a real space. No, it's a real space. And trust me, once you get yourself associated with it, bruh. Listen, there's rules of engagement. If you are a woman, okay, first of all, stop telling anybody your business. I don't care, man, woman, or child. Just don't tell people your business, okay? Because if you tell anybody your business and it's scandalous, I guarantee you at some point I'm going to find out about your business. Guarantee. That's number one. Number two, if you refuse to tell anyone your business, one day someone's going to be mad at you and they're just going to make shit up, okay? So you better not have anything that's even halfway scandalous about you anywhere. Like, for example, one breastfeeding photo, right? I can make up all kinds of shit about you being a prostitute and the fact that you sold that to people for the... You don't understand. And I understand because I've watched this space do it time and again. Just don't do it. Like, you can talk about how wrong it is and how it shouldn't be so. It doesn't matter if it should be so or not. It's about whether it's gonna happen. If it's gonna happen, just don't do it. Just take people's warning and wisdom and just don't do it. I don't understand people.
I'm gonna tell you now, I can't blame people to stay in the chats and don't hit the panel links. It can
Facts.
be dangerous with these panel links. I bullshit you not. I've had 3 FBI reports fucking reported on me this month alone just because I troll trolls and they get in their field.
I've already been swatted before, so y'all wonder why B.M.T don't do gun. Mind you, and that's the thing about some of y'all don't. Y'all bet y'all know my channel used to. I used to do gun videos. I used to do gun videos. Go ask people who actually know how old my channel is. I used to do gun videos with guns, show how to do stitches and knife, all that shit. I don't do that anymore. You know why? But people said you're putting people around you in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let me put away
Dude,
these knives.
I used to have my whole wedding party on my page. You know that when I first got to the space, I used to have my whole wedding party on my page, all kinds of stuff. Listen, people are like, "Oh yeah, I don't see Ruby posting anything to prove that she's married." No, I used to. There's a reason I took it all down. Do you think I just took it down because I said no? I took it down because of how grown ass people act. Okay, because they start looking for things and spying and whatever, and then they found my man on Facebook, and then from there they try. You don't understand what people will do because they hate you, because they don't agree with some point you made. Okay, these are grown ass people, so they're trying to destroy your real life. Okay, and since my man works for the government, right? What was I supposed to do? Just allow his job and our whole futures to be destroyed because some adult ain't shit? No.
My best advice is if you make a YouTube account, do not use any email that's associated with social media sites with your real name on it. Don't use a Google account that has your real name on it, because when you hop up on a panel, they see that information.
Sure can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
A lot of y'all out here get doxxed.
So
It ain't a hacker like
y'all
you think.
understand, and I want y'all
You're
to understand,
giving up your information.
and I want y'all to understand that all 4 of us on this panel have had some point where motherfuckers have tried to dox or roast or put out our family information. I done been there for my brother D Darrell. I done been there for Ruby. Hell, I even put down some money for some motherfuckers so that way their shit don't get out. So I understand this space so fucking well. So when somebody like Lowcat asked me, like he did on D Rose panel, BMT, could you say that you're a trustworthy motherfucker? I said, who trusts people like that in this bitch? I'm like, nigga, what? I have many goddamn people that fucked over people in this space. Now the people that are I call like blood like that to me, and I know who they are. The ones that are here, they actually talk or have talked around me to my family, have called me. We have had like if these are very few people that could actually call me and say log off this channel, and I will do it for them. Because I understand their best interest. There are people that I have worked with that I have seen do some shit, and I'll be like, oh, I'm not getting down with that. Y'all got mad when I said, hey, let me talk about this, y'all mad bus driver X. BMT, why would you do that? That's not cool, man. I'm like, his shit was out there, bro. Like he was talking about women that were living in destitute positions. Come on, bro. You're not different from how you talking about, man, BMT, that's not cool. But it was cool when he was laughing at those women and them children. But now when I talk about the man, it's problem when the bully gets bullied back. I don't like that shit, bro. Like, I get it. Okay, BMT, y'all go at my looks. Okay, y'all go at my looks. I'll take that. I'm fine with that. But I'm not on no avatar shit. See, here's the thing about BMT don't do no avatar shit. Y'all have freely seen me move around in the real world with people. I'm not going around asking about no tens, no bad bitches. I'm an Adonis. I'm out for this and that. I don't go around saying, listen, bro, if y'all go around Walmart or Kmart or any place saying that goofy shit, motherfuckers going to say, you time for you to go. Time for you to get the fuck up out of here. Like, there's just some things y'all got to understand, man. They don't look at Marcus Houston right now. He's trying to quote y'all same logic to the world. And now he's still having to defend himself years later. I'm telling you, bro, this shit does not transcribe. Listen, and Shannon B, who know me very well, and any of these people know me, BMT attacks dumb talking points. It's not that, listen, I done been on panels where it was 9 deep debating me. I don't change. I've done gone on the Umar sector, and I said, no, I don't agree with that. D. Darrell just sits back and just starts laughing. He said, I know these dudes about to start arguing with BMT. And I'll sit right there. And I'll see, that's what I'm saying. I've done it over there. I've gone over there to the, Ruby and Sweet Life of Melody. I've been over there with Exiled and the Auditors. I have gone to all of these camps and then some. I don't break the fuck what I am. This is me. I'll go to any place. If it is a good talking point, I will go. That's why I'll be like, yo, you just disrupt conversation. I'm like, nigga, y'all been having these conversations for how many years? Nobody was talking about Geechee Gullah until I brought it up. Facts. Nobody knew what the Geechee Gullah were realistically. Y'all didn't even know what the fuck that flag was. Until I started showing y'all other Geechee Gullahs. Then all of a sudden, other people just started coming out of the woodworks. And then I'm like, well, what the fuck? BMT, you're not Geechee. I'm like, well, damn. I've only brought my dad and different other people who verified it.
But you know what, though, BMT, here's the thing, right? And it's a big problem we have in the space in general, right? Is that people think that if you've ever, like, okay, so, and this is actually something I don't agree with a lot that Melody King has done recently. And she was on Duke the Dawn last night. She said one thing I had to agree with because everyone was saying, hey, listen, you denigrate Black women for twerking. So why were you up on MTR's channel twerking, right? And she said, no, you know what? You're right. I was wrong, right? She's like, no, I can still denigrate Black women for twerking, and I can call myself out and hold myself accountable for being wrong in that moment, right? Also, now, I think the problem is, right, is a lot of people will sit there and try to argue with BMT like BMT doesn't own his age shitness. He owns all of his age shit phases. He owns all of his age shit movements. He has had outright streams. Me and BMT have had outright streams. We sat there and talked about our age shitness. Look, this is what I did when I was younger. Here's the ways I was a fucked up human and I created more fucked up humans. Right? Like we had countless of those discussions. So
that was our best friend. And I'd be sober as fuck and we just be talking about shit, bro. I feel like that's the easiest way of how, like, we've had conversations talking about our ain't shit days, man. Like, so I don't mind saying, hey, bro, I used to date broken women. I had bad predatory behavior where I dated broken women. Oh my God, did I hear BMT's a predator? I told y'all I thought dating those type of women was the thing to do. I told y'all. You didn't expose me. I said that to y'all to let y'all know the repercussions of my actions. Now you get it with dudes who purposely date broken women, but then complain about the environment. But I'm like, nigga, I just told you what will happen. Ruby just told you. Theodore just told you. Exile had a conversation. Y'all thought y'all exposed my sister Eliza when she told you about her past, and she's like, nigga, y'all didn't expose me. I told y'all. How do y'all expose people that are telling you where they fucked up?
Exactly. Right? And that's a problem. It's a problem, though. It is a problem when you realize that people honestly think that you just being honest and open, right? And sharing your own mistakes in your past so other people can learn from your mistakes and from your life story. And we look at that and it's like, oh, see, that person's not above reproach. That person's not perfect. That's it. We can attack them now and they don't deserve to be a voice in this space. Like, wait, what?
Well,
So you...
My wife openly talks about she used to be a dancer, exotic dancer, right? Now, a lot of men's ideal is an exotic dancer is also a prostitute in their ideal. Her clothes on or motherfucking $12 at her, you know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers will go to her page, grab her stripper videos off that she has posted on the page, then try to do a live and play that video as it's exposed, as like it's exposing her and me. And we go over there and it's like, where did you pull the video from? Well, we got it from your page. Well, that tells you what then? Motherfucker wasn't hiding a damn thing. What the hell? What are you really exposed?
Let me help some people with this. And I know who put it out there. What's up, Mano Slider? John, he's from Maurice W. And he didn't do nothing wrong. Listen, y'all. And this is how I know a lot of people are stupid. Because people keep asking me about Judge Judy. Listen, y'all, that is not a real courthouse. That's telling me that y'all been watching all these court TVs and y'all think they're real. And that scares the shit out of me. And that just lets me know a lot of y'all are stupid beyond saving. This is why the IG girls be getting y'all ass. This is why Derrick Jackson book sales are never going to go dry. Because y'all believe everything that shit, if I say it's gold and throw pixie dust on it, y'all believe that shit came from a golden goose. And they were like, B.M.T, you owe $800. Like, nigga, how did I get a house and I owe $800? Like, nigga, like does nobody look at how long my dreads are? Like, you can literally you don't pay nothing to go there. They pay you to actually go there. They pay you to go there. People who go there get paid money. You get paid. You follow the script. But when you tell people that, they believe, bro. Like you. This is what I'm saying. Like, I know you motherfuckers are dumb, bro. Like,
but you were on court TV.
I was on court TV, yes, and I even put that out there. I was on court. I put that out there 7 years ago.
Oh my God, yeah! I totally forgot. Bro, that was a long time ago.
But you know the thing about it, sis, when I told people, nobody gave. Now all of a sudden the episode finally came back up. It came back out. It came back out. It played. Motherfuckers got to see it. B.M.T, you bankrupt.
But I'm so confused because what I don't understand is this. Now, I'm not going to bring up names because the man's dead. Right. But I don't understand how we want to go hard at BMT for court TV, which is very obviously staged. Like, I mean, everyone knows it's staged.
Oh
Um,
no,
and
they
even
don't
if
know.
it's playing out someone's story, y'all are all actors. Like, it's like very obvious, right? And not even good actors mostly. But anyway, but I want to know why people could come at for court TV purposes, right? It's only something pretty small, right? But when you've got people in this space who we have the video of their court appearance where they admit to raping 12-year-old prostitutes. Okay, 12-year-olds are not willing prostitutes. Okay, they're not. They're literally sold into sex slavery. And then he, on top of that, admitted to forcibly doing something, right? So you're trying to tell me that dude, he's cool. He's cool in this space. We can vibe with him. We can dox him up. He can ride high with all these big content creators, and that's cool. Hmm?
See, that
Yeah.
almost sounds like a whole nother content creator story that's still around. That's crazy.
No,
Oh, there's a lot
I'm
of them.
almost positive that man died.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
I'm seeing patterns, though. That's what I'm
Uh,
saying.
right? Do you see what I'm saying?
There's-
Okay, so but that's fine though. That is fine. That is fine. We saw it on real court. This was not court TV. This was real ass court. Okay, with that man saying that he went to prison. He is on the sex offenders registry. Okay, and he's cool though. He's cool. He can be a boss, right? That's fine. Like, wait, what? Dude, don't we have our priorities a little bit skewed, right? I'm just saying, right? But when Pearl wants to sit there and me too, an innocent black man who's a coach, right? That's cool too, right? Like, y'all just pick and choose. Y'all just decide. If y'all decided you wanna dap up this person, you wanna hold up this person, you wanna put this person on a pedestal, you don't give a shit what they do. Y'all are willing to turn a blind eye to anything if you've decided that you want to worship that person. You do not care. You don't care what the reality is. You've decided, right? But meanwhile, if I went, right, or how many women have gone there and literally they have court cases or whatever, and someone beat the living daylights out of them, someone really attacked them, someone really did bad things to them, then right, they're going to be dragged left, right, up, down, da 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 da. So y'all are just picking and choosing. There's no more code. There's no more like order of operations where if you do this, you're on code. If you do this, you're off code. There's no more of that. I don't understand where we are in this manosphere space. That there's literally no rules anymore as to what makes you acceptable as a man or a woman. Yes, BMT, yes.
The rules.
Listen. I shit you not. According to these people, I was just there last week. I don't know how.
Wow.
Maybe I'm wearing a wig or some shit. I don't know. Maybe I got this shit glued on. Listen, y'all.
Damn, I need that aging cream that you got, BMT.
Listen, y'all.
Dude, but you cut your
Yeah.
hair before. You cut your locks at least once. Because I remember you came back. It was like New Year's and something. Your hair was a lot shorter. So that means, and your hair was long as shit. You cut it off and then it grew back. That's how many years you've had these locks. So
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Right.
I can't keep up with the stupidity anymore. Like, listen, y'all. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there's nothing new that has not happened to me. That has not happened to people I fuck with in these spaces, bro. And niggas be asking me to doggone show this undying loyalty. And I'm like, nigga, like y'all, listen, bro. I told y'all I was on Judge Judy. I've been this Judge Judy. Let me tell y'all the show that I've been to. Judge Judy, Jerry Springer, Maury, Steve Wilco. I tried to get on The Price is Right.
Damn.
Listen, bro, I was a good listen before motherfuckers knew what grifting was. I was out there in them damn TV streets, bro. I just don't know how motherfuckers just couldn't keep on, bro. Like, bro, hey, bro, hey, I'll take that, bro. I will be that Nigerian scammer, bro. But I don't know how motherfuckers couldn't keep on to listen, bro. Now think about that. Now think about that. Dang, B.M.T. got glasses on in court though. How many people can wear shades in court? You can't wear shades in court.
I
actually never seen anyone wear
That's
shades.
true.
I want y'all to think about it. How many people can wear shades in court?
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, no. According to them, this is real court. This is a real court case. I am wearing shades in court. Listen, boy. I thought I should have got I should have got an Oscar. Listen, bro. I was walking in there like I was blind. I even bought me I should have bought a walking stick just to when I get in there. I probably would have had a better. Listen, bro. I was trying to win. I was trying to win, boy. Like my cousin, she was trying not to laugh the whole time, bro. I was trying. Listen, bro. Fuck. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back again.
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna
wait.
do the
Is
man.
Nell saying that he was on Jerry Springer? Bro, do you guys just sign up? Like,
I was
where do you guys sign up for this shit? That's amazing. What?
Listen, I've been on Murray. I've been on Jerry. I've been on Steve Wilco. I've already did Judge Judy. I couldn't do Judge Joe Brown.
I can't resist
like
myself. On Jerry, was you cucking or was you cucked?
listen, man. Like no, Jerry, we were sharing the same girl and we didn't know it, but then after that, she was like, if we could all be together and
Your
shit. And
boyfriend
then
on the
after that,
side
Together,
chick?
yeah.
Was your boyfriend on the side chick?
right, and then we got into the fight. The chairs are fake, y'all. When they hit you with the chair, the shit's not real, bro. It's prop.
But you know what? Here's what people don't realize. People don't realize this, and actually, there's a documentary on. I think it's Netflix. I'll have to look for the name. I'll post it in the comments when I find it. But anyway, there's a documentary on Netflix, and it's talking about the '90s era of talk shows when the majority of these stories were real, right? And what kept happening is, right. This is why Jenny Jones is gone, right? Whatever is people who were getting surprised by this stuff and whatever were then turning around and killing people afterwards, right?
They sued them.
Well, no, the people. No, but first.
Hold on, that chair that Geraldo got hit with fake. It's Jenny Jones when that gay dude came out with that co-worker, and then after the show, the co-worker murked him.
Right, so that's one. That's
Yep.
one. That's
Facts.
one. But that's not the only time. And see, this is what I'm saying, right? It's multiple things that happened. Someone either died, right, or someone got severely injured on set. So they had to literally, right, because this is now shutting down like Jenny Jones and all these different shows. What's Jesse Raphael? That one, Montel. Even people had to start paying out the wazoo for these lawsuits, and it started not being profitable. So what did they do? They started taking inspiration from real stories that actually really happen in courtrooms and in real life and whatever, and then getting actors to play out the stories. And that's better because that means you can make sure there's a dramatic story every time, right? Because for the stories that are real, like Dr. Phil, for example, Dr. Phil's stories are real. But here's the problem with Dr. Phil. A lot of stories that get filmed, you'll never see, because they don't end up going in some dramatic ass way that they're like, yes, this is going to get us all these ratings. So they just don't ever pump the story, right? And so it's a waste of money.
I had a client on Dr. Phil.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I had a client. It was actually a real serious domestic violence situation that actually had me in court for months. And it was a serious thing. And it actually was used as evidence in the court proceedings. It was real serious. It was crazy.
Oh.
I actually have about 5 cases that actually went national. That I had something that was on USA Today. I had something that made NBC. I had a couple of things that made the statewide news.
They hit you up for that thing that happened in Texas to that that situation that happened in Texas. I think they called you in for your advice.
Yeah, they called me every time a major incident happened in Texas, I get called. I got called for the one with Botham being murdered by that lady. I got called for that, and then I got called for, remember that guy from the one that killed those policemen in downtown Dallas? He was from Mesquite. Yeah, that was, man. I turned them all down, especially that one. Because this is what they wanted me to do, BMT. They tried to use me to make it not seem like they were racist. They wanted me to now these families mourning that their dad or whoever got murdered, right? There was a policeman. They wanted a black man to basically or a
Yeah,
black professional to counsel those families to make it look good to the media. And I turned and it was a lot of money they offered me too, and I turned it down because I'm like, I'm not about to be used. I'm not allowed you to use me like that. And then
Mhm.
I got the thing that happened in Uvalde. I got
yeah.
called for that like
Mhm.
the next day. But I
Now,
I, I don't
Mhm.
like going traveling to do stuff. So, if it's not local, I'm not gonna do it
now
Mhm.
for the most part.
the thing about it was I was on panels plenty of times that I have gone back for Ahmaud Arbery, which now you can find it on YouTube. That was a hate crime, um, uh, murder, and
I was on that shoe.
Right?
Mhm.
I remember the men, a lot of men and women came at B.M.T. Well, B.M.T. What man walks around in a house? I'm like, dude, like, listen, y'all, and what's so crazy
There
is
are a lot
because
of people arguing that in this space.
right because
It was
we done
ridiculous.
had panels, we done had shout out to Char Willie and Ruby, shout out to
Mhm.
Peter Rell. Me and Exile had a conversation or throughout the audit. Listen, bro, like y'all forget, I do construction, I do properties, I build houses, so it's not unheard of to see somebody, whether they be a runner, a jogger, or just homeless or kids, they walk into those houses. I shit you not, bro. Some of them just walk to the houses. They'll look around and everything.
Bro,
They'll
when we was teenagers and they was almost fully built and the doors were still unlocked, we used to go in the
Facts.
motherfuckers and throw parties.
Facts.
listen.
Facts. Dude, you
So
used to live up in them houses. Are you serious? Are you?
so now the thing about it was when you talk to people about these things. Nah, BMT, he deserved to have gotten shot. And I said, listen, bro, there is nothing y'all can tell me that you, especially you're not a police officer, had the right to shoot that man. There, I had people who came on my panel about Breonna Taylor being shot. And I said, listen, bro, that warrant was not valid. That warrant was not valid. Her man had the right to defend himself. If anybody were to kick in your door, you're not gonna give a fuck. They say, "Oh, I'm the police." No, dude, you just kicked in my door. I'm shooting. I'm not trying to figure out. You kicked in my door. I'm protecting my pregnant woman and my family right now. Which sadly, she died, and the child died. So when you have these conversations, a lot of these people are speaking out of anger, not logic. And that is a problem. Again, like Ruby and Exile and other people tell you, I don't just go along with the get along. If I disagree in my spirit, I'm going to do that. Is that not the point of being a man? Is that not the point of being an adult? Like, listen, y'all. If I don't disagree, I don't. If I don't agree, I don't agree. If I disagree, I disagree. If I agree, I agree. And if I'm wrong, I'll own that shit, bro. I've done. Listen, bro. I've had plenty of times. I've had these two motherfuckers tell me, and BMT, no, no, like, oh, you got me, you got me, and I'll take it. I'll take it.
Mhm.
I'll take it to the chin. That's one thing y'all can never say. BMT won't go back and say, "Nah, you got me." Now the thing about it is, and y'all say, "Well, BMT," y'all asked about BMT attack black women. No, I attack people who attack me. I am definitely the I used to be soft touch. Well, I got broken in pretty good. See, when I learned that some people, if you don't say nothing, they'll just keep on doing it. They'll keep on doing it. There is a victim narrative on panels that men and women use. They can spit on you, but when you start hitting them back accurately and with precision, nah, they gotta get out of here. They can't come around here. Nah, bro.
Mhm.
Like, listen. No, you're not gonna beat up on me. You're not gonna troll Ruby. Exile's gonna respond back to you. Y'all forget, bro. Like, listen, I was there when. Listen, I was there originally. And let me tell y'all right now. But Iman already knows. Iman already knows, bro. He knows how I am. I done listen, bro. I was there. I done gone to bat. Me and Michelle have done cursed each other out. She done called me bitch, and I done call her crazy drunk bitch, and we done go at it. And Michelle and me are tight. Listen, I listen. You disrespect me, I disrespect you. Some people just have it where they just don't give a fuck. I done. I know some people, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. That shout out to Ruby. Ruby will not go on certain panels that she don't fuck with certain people. I'm the same type
Hmm.
of way. If I don't fuck with you, I don't need to go up there. I'm cool. But I know I've never heard Ruby say, "Hey, don't let that person on."
Al's
No.
like that.
Hmm?
Al's like that too.
Yep,
I
yep,
said,
yep.
I said, I like that too.
Yeah, you. But see, the thing about it is, and is that you, Al?
Yes, it is.
Who is that?
That's Al. That's my sister. Like,
Oh,
here's-
okay.
that's my sister Al.
No, because it's like a voice coming out of nowhere. Because I'm
No,
like, there's like,
I,
what the hell's happening?
no.
Okay.
my name is
But see,
Eliza. I'm Al's wife.
but see, that's
Oh,
and I'm gonna tell y'all right
okay.
now,
You're coming out of that. Okay, I see what's
right,
happening now.
right.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
To
Like
meet
that's
you
the
too.
thing about it. Like, if I feel the information is going to get too sensitive, I'll stop the show. I'll stop the
Mhm.
show. I've done it for Ruby. I've done it for Exile's family and Al. I said, hold up, Al. Are you sure you want to talk about that around certain people? Al stopped. She thought about it. I got it, B.M.T. Sister got it. I'll let her have it. If I feel somebody's having a breakdown, I'll stop the show. See,
Mm,
I've never begged motherfuckers to stay. Ask anybody who's been here for a while. I've never begged for anybody to stay. Y'all ain't coming to my channel. Y'all ain't watching my shit. Listen, bro. I actually do more streams with me just playing video games, not giving a shit.
right.
I be in my own world. You can ask people. I've done BMT. You be talking. Listen, bro. I be going over there debating with Clue and all them motherfuckers, and they be asking me all kind of shit. BMT, what about black? I am a black person, so yes, I am gonna have my talk. Me and Ruby done gone over there to Maurice Delk's channel. Y'all should see how we all over there. I,
Mhm.
me and Al have done gone over there to talk with auditors. Listen, I believe it or not, y'all, some white people just don't know things about black people. This is the most interaction other races of people have ever had with black people.
Big facts.
So when you talk to them, the shit that y'all are saying in these spaces, outside of these spaces, and these two women can tell you, they don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. They don't
Exactly.
know what divestment, SYSBN, Strag, goddamn red pill. They don't know what that shit is. They don't know who David Carroll is. Listen, y'all are in a micro. Listen, bro. This is y'all. This is y'all. Y'all are inside of this cap. And then there's a bigger cap, right? And y'all would be in there. And then there's a bigger YouTube space, and y'all would be in. This is y'all. This is y'all. Y'all are in that little cap. Some of us have left the bottle cap and gone to the bigger verse, and then went into the bigger, darker verse of YouTube. And we done seen how it worked out because when y'all go to other spaces, your talking points fall flat. Y'all think that listen, there's some people go to the Latin spaces. Watch how they talk to you. Go to the Arabic spaces. Go to the alt-right spaces. You think go to the alt-right spaces. Go to
Man, look.
go
Oh
go
my God.
go
Be satisfying with they ass all the
go
damn time.
go go to the liberal spaces. Boy, y'all thought y'all hurt. Listen, boy, you will get cursed out. You will get cursed out by some people. Like, listen, I had a woman talk. I thought that was a black woman at first. That was a whole white woman. And she said, "What are you talking about? I got 3 black babies." All of a sudden, I saw these 3 mixed babies run out of nowhere, and a big black Mendingo was walking in the background. I said, "What the fuck?" You can't tell me shit. I be out there in the movement, marching and shit. I was like, well, goddamn, Sojourner Weaver. Like, okay, like, shit. Oh, shit. Shit, okay. I guess you out here fighting a good fight for goddamn Wakanda. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I done had a conversation with the gays. As much as y'all motherfuckers love talking about having multiple wives and polygamy. But then when the LGBT come around, B.M.T, don't bring them around here. But y'all having their conversations. That's the irony. That's the irony, Ruby. Tell me where I'm lying, Ruby.
No, you're not lying.
I'll talk about
the problem is, here's the problem with these people.
I'll kill me with that shit, bro.
No, here's the problem with these people right here. This is the problem. The problem is that everyone in this, not everyone, the large majority of people in this space have been in this space, as in this echo chamber, their entire lives, right? First, they were in the echo chamber on their block, right? Then in their wherever they went after that, their workplace. They've been constantly never ending in the same echo chamber. They've never talked to anybody outside of that, right? And then even when they speak to other people, it's just more of the same bullshit in the echo chamber. So they think that they're special when they started working with 5 white people. Like, there's not some of us who have never been to a whole black neighborhood because we live somewhere with even less black people than America has, or whatever. And then they're like, "Oh, you mean I'm not special for knowing one white friend? Wait, what? You mean you can still believe in pro-black things and live around white people? Wait, what?" And they get all confused. Like, it's very amazing to see. And then you realize, you're like, no, they just live in the echo chamber. That's all. That's all they know is the echo chamber.
Well, listen, yo, I have met some pro-black white folks and met anti-black black folks. Make it make sense, bro. I shit you not. It is the craziest thing. The whites were pro-black and the blacks were anti-black. It was like, and you know what's crazy? Like, I'm telling y'all right now, man, like, it'd be crazy where some white folks don't even tolerate y'all saying nigga. They will kick you off the panel, bro. They will kick you off the panel. And the whites, they be the most downest, chillest, pot smoking motherfuckers that be just want to talk to y'all about everybody's human, bro. And you know what, bro? Like, Sharonda shouldn't have even done it. I'd be like, yo, bro, like, listen, bro. This is why I get why y'all think I'm weird, because I need to go get me a time traveling fucking YouTube belt. But I've done left this space so many times, bro. I've done left this space.
Let me tell you this. Let me say this. There has been plenty of spaces I've been in where I have seen personally those exact spaces. You know, where you go to, I mean, I've literally seen, matter of fact, they were actually talking about there was one white dude about a panel of 9 people. Was going again, he was the only motherfucker defending us. But there was 3 black motherfuckers on the panel that was sitting there acting like, bro, being a nigga couldn't be being black couldn't be anything close to the it was like the worst thing. It was the worst thing imaginable. Like, your brain could not fathom anything worse than being black. And that's how they were sitting there and talking about people and treating people and sitting there and talking about this and that and how these people deserve to die and blah 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 blah. And there was one white dude that literally, I mean, batting, he already feeling like he about to lose. He's batting against 9, all kinds of people sitting there and trying to talk about how valuable that we are.
Listen, this is not us caping for white people. This is just us stating the facts of the YouTube is a very, very big space. That's why, and
hold on, bro. Here's the part that kills me, though. I sit here and I'm in spaces where you got white people sitting there and trying to defend black people to certain spaces, and black people can't do nothing but sit there and try to feel inner love by exterior hate. AKA, they sitting there and trying to follow the masses rule and expecting to sit there and get a different result. And I said what the fuck I said.
Well, and we also joined here by my friend. And I listen, bro. Like, I think that's the thing about it, bro. Like, there are women that love you, black men.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even have to be married to you. They don't even have to be with you. They just I like our men. And there are some men that they don't tolerate that of disrespect to women. Um, but then they won't allow you to disrespect them. Um, I've been over to the networks where I was watching the damn white girl or a Latin girl do dreadlocks, and I was like, hmm. I'm just sitting there just watching her just do that little goddamn Kiki Palmer little girl in her lap. Damn, she just doing a whole live, got like 400 in the chat and just talking. Like, y'all, listen, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, man. What's going on, Twitter? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, I get y'all. Listen, I get this space. Some of the people y'all think are red pill, their pill changes color when they go into other spaces. Some of y'all people who y'all think go and bat hard for y'all, that it's not, man. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, that's why when y'all be trying to say, you listen, man. Whatever group that you think, y'all be trying to say B.M.T. Nobody here trusts you. Well, nigga, nobody outside of this space trusts anybody. Nobody in this space holistically. I mean, no offense, but y'all done had 3 weeks of fucking over each other. And literally the men were doing that royally to each other.
We're not even going to talk about what they're doing over there on TikTok and how that shit is the same shit that it is over here.
Listen, y'all, I don't know how the fuck this shit made it. But then again, TikTok, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, and what's crazy about it, YouTube is actually old. Like, the other places, TikTok, Twitch, I think Rumble's now starting to grow. Listen, start traveling. Start traveling. And y'all will start seeing that, hey, this is what B.M.T. was talking about. I invite y'all to go wherever. I'll tell y'all channels where to go. Just to go dip your feet in. I will tell you, Itmore brothers, go over there to Maurice Duck's channel and go talk to them. Go. I'll tell some of y'all people that have that talk about obedience and submission. Go over there to the audit channel and say submission 3 times. I can promise you. That word would trigger the right person. Go over. If y'all think the women are hatching the evil scheme, go over to the Pinterest panels where all they like to do is look at YouTube and Funko Pop shit on Pinterest, and women are all they doing is talking about the newest hair and stuff. Mind you, this is the cool shit. A lot of their stuff that they talk about getting, they make in their own houses. Look, I kid you not. A lot of these people, this stuff is getting expensive. A lot of these women now are getting getting the ingenuity to know how to make that. That's what some of these women are doing. Yeah, they talk about dating, but that's just like teen girl, fun girl shit. Other than that, listen, girl, I got some guacamole. We're gonna mash it up and some honey and I got some berries, and we're gonna mash it up, put it in the fridge, and mix it up, and we're gonna put this on our face. And I'll be like, yo, this girl's literally going through a whole damn process. Like, I shit you not. Then she puts right on there, and she start putting in her hair and shit. Babies running around in the house and shit, and they making money. If y'all like my shit, come like, share, and subscribe. That's what they're doing. Teenagers are doing TikTok dances. They don't give a fuck. That's why I be saying, when y'all saying y'all recruiting these teenagers, young adults, and Geely and Ruby and Exile and Al will tell you, these teenagers don't take social media serious like that. They don't. They just
disagree. Disagree.
Yeah, I would kind of have to disagree.
I have to disagree wholly. Actually, to the point where now social media, they take that more seriously than they take in-person interactions. right? They run their lives so fully through social media, and they take it so seriously that if they put a picture up on Instagram and it doesn't get a certain amount of likes, they'll take it down within an hour because that's embarrassing, and that's actually their definition of their entire identity. Right? They don't trust news sources. I mean, they shouldn't. They're terrible, right? But they don't trust news sources like we used to, right? CNN and NBC and all that crap. They don't trust that stuff. They trust the internet. They trust those alerts that pop off. They trust their favorite YouTuber or their favorite TikToker. That is where they're getting all of their information. That's where they're getting their identity from. And that's why you have a bunch of 10, 11, 12, 13-year-olds walking around talking about how the girls have to respect the men and how the girls, they ain't shit because men could live without women, but women couldn't live without men. You should listen to what's going on in middle schools. No. They take social media so seriously. And if you want to know how seriously we're about to take social media, just remember that WeChat runs China. And that if you do not have a WeChat account and and your phone on you, you cannot do anything in China. Cannot do anything. You can't pay for groceries. You can't go nowhere. You can't take a bus. You can't take a cab. You can't do nothing because social media runs everything in China.
Now, hold up.
And
now,
that's TikTok. Those are the owners of TikTok, by the way. Just so you know.
Now, that's a valid point. Now, would that be off of a validation type of report? Like would that be like a valid, like, like a social credits? Like, would that be like social credits? Like, depending on your deeds or what you do, you get like certain social, like, oh my God, like you helped a puppy and it was recorded. Like,
It's both, B.M.T.
No. Yeah, it's everything.
It's both.
The way, think about it this way, right? As human beings, right, we needed validation and attention. We've always needed that, right? We need learning experiences. We need role models. We need everything, right? There's like a large amount that we need from interacting in our environment. They get that from online now. So the way we used to get that, and all these developmental things that really reared and molded and shaped us, we used to get that in real life experiences. They get that from online. And that's why it's far more insidious. That's why you are seeing, for example, it used to be a lot easier for kids. If a kid is being bullied in school, we just move them to a different school. But oftentimes now, if a kid starts getting bullied in school, they're being bullied on social media, like all 1 million people of it, right? Think about Jada Pose. Jada Pose is the most atrocious thing that we've done ever. And it had to do with a Black girl being, fed drinks, of course. That's what happens. These are idiot young teenagers. But then when she passed out, and then when she was sexually assaulted, afterwards they took pictures of her, and then it became the Jada Pose meme. And people started doing pictures where they were lying in the same position that Jada was in, passed out after being sexually assaulted, right? So that's what bullying is now. That is what social identity is now. So we have to remember, right, that what these kids are dealing with is totally different than what we were born and raised. So the way that we interact with social media, you're right, it's not. But for those kids, it's everything. It's to the point where they take it for granted. They don't even realize it's everything, the way that it's everything. And they don't even realize how much it's running everything. And that's why algorithms are so insidious, right? Because if you go on to any social media platform, within 20 minutes, you will have been funneled to extremist content on some side, just based on your interests, right? So either it's extreme left or extreme right. And they don't care because they understand that extremist content will make you keep clicking and keep viewing and keep liking and keep seeing. So that's 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds who are being funneled into extremist content right away. And they're far more likely to be stuck in that hole for far longer, right? So no, it's shaping everything, literally everything.
What's going on, G Lee?
Hey, B.M.T. Hey, Ruby.
You want me to pull up my Judy pic? That's the real me. That's the real exposure. Let me know.
No, I was just coming up here. Well, a couple things. First, I want to kind of piggyback off of Ruby. I have to agree with her and then disagree with you, B.M.T, about the influence of social media with children. Okay. And I only say this as a parent. And I just use like a relevant story to me as a mother of 2 children. One old, well, he's an adult now, and then a 9-year-old. My 9-year-old son, well, not my, I'm sorry, my oldest, my 21-year-old, he came to me about Andrew Tate when he was still in high school. This was a couple of years ago, mind you. So and asked me, like, what am I supposed to do with this information? Because my friends are sharing this and trying to decipher how to navigate young women, like their age group. And then with my 9-year-old, I think it was last month or maybe the month before, they sent out a mass email, and that came after a teacher sent a mass email to all the parents. And I think she was actually either she resigned or they removed her from the school district, that said that this red pill rhetoric is affecting elementary school students, where they're actually getting access to it through TikTok on their school devices. So then they came out with a mandate that children couldn't take their devices home.
Mm.
So, and I've had to have this conversation with my child, because she's in a classroom telling me that boys are saying that, girls aren't supposed to talk, they're not supposed to be, you're not supposed to hear them, they're just supposed to sit there quiet if they're good girls and things like that. This is really serious,
Damn,
and
we go
this is
back
one
to
of the
child.
reasons that I get involved. Now, mind you, I'm not in the manosphere space at all. I'm opposed to it as a mother because of these things. Um, I get why I guess I get why some women do, um, partly, but that's besides the point. But what I really just came up here to say, is BMT, don't, and I know that you aren't, but I just kind of want to reaffirm, don't let these people kind of pigeonhole you into doing something that's just not in your best nature. Like, if you know who you are and you know what you stand for, just never let somebody try to persuade you otherwise, because these people on the internet will always want you to either pick a side that kind of goes against your moral fiber, just
Mhm.
to satiate their own needs. And I just don't think that that's fair. We live in a world, we're in 2023 now, and if these people can't have actual conversations and be able to withstand criticism, then they shouldn't be on a platform. They shouldn't be on
Mhm.
here with their microphones and saying whatever they're saying, but at the same time trying to bully you, if this is a case, into choosing one way or the other.
But you know the thing about it. You know the thing about it, Angelica. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't ever see these
Oh, your
people.
name's Angelica? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yep, yeah, mhm.
My mom's middle name is Angelica, and my grandmother's middle name is Angelica. It's like a family
Aw.
name. Yeah, but
Oh,
my dad
awesome.
wouldn't let me have the middle name because he said I had to have my own original name. But
Ooh.
anyway, so
Well, that's cool,
sorry.
small
Ruby,
world, that's awesome.
there's only one
Right?
Ruby. There's only one Ruby. But
True that.
I will definitely tell you. Listen, like I am tired of people trying to always punch at me. I shit you not. I listen. I don't see these motherfuckers when I'm gaming. I don't see these people when I'm with the Blurred Cartel. I don't see these people like outside of nigga space. I don't see these motherfuckers, bro. Like I do my gaming stream and I do close to 200 views. I don't ever see these motherfuckers come around. Mind you, I talk about everything. Like a lot of the shit that like, and that's the thing that gets me. That I get what you're saying. Like I have done panels, and y'all need to go check. I have done panels where I ask the question and I just get attacked. Just ask the question, I get attacked. I say I don't agree. Well, guess what? BMT, you're the enemy. BMT, you're just this and that. BMT, you talk to Ruby, so you got to be fake. And I'm like, hold up, bro, hold on. What me and Ruby talk about, that's between me and Ruby. Like, the fuck that got to do with you? I'm saying, did you do like? Listen, y'all, like niggas asking me about, and here's the thing. I get how y'all feel about the B1. I don't have no issue with certain people in the B1. Again, as I told y'all before, some of the stuff that that they talk about, I do agree with. When they talk about that of the trafficking of young girls, why? How am I going to be mad at that? I have two daughters. If y'all actually watch and listen to my content, I have literally brought in reformed escorts on here
Well, I
that
think
literally
that's the
have.
scary thing, though. Like, some of these people are actual parents.
Well,
And
see,
then when you hear what they say, it's like, I mean, and this is just me, this is my personal perspective, mind you. But
mhm.
out of some of the stuff that I hear, I worry about their ability to parent with some of the things that they say on this platform. Because to me, people on the internet, they say the things that they really want to say, but they can't say in public. type of thing. Like that's where just my sentiments are, I guess, my conclusion of a lot of things that I hear now. And I don't think in any actual conversation with an individual, you can have opposing opinions. But when it gets to the point where if I say I don't agree with you, that automatically makes me the enemy and F you and everything that you stand for, I think it's a problem. And there's no conversionary conversations that are being had once you take a stance like that. Like there's no solutions, there's no, you can walk away like, you know what, we didn't agree, but I'm able to understand that person's perspective,
Oh,
or I respect the X, Y, and Z.
the good
Mhm.
old, once we disagree on one thing, I'm going to disagree with everything you say, even if it does make sense and logic to me. Oh, I love that one.
Well, and I mean, Exile, when you've probably you've been around for a long time. So I'm sure you have literally seen it happen to me that I have been people who've been cheering Ruby, pro Ruby. They'll defend Ruby even if someone tries to say something. Then I'll say one thing that they disagree with, and then they start talking about how I'm a chameleon. Well, actually, now the term's chameleon. But they'll talk about how I'm fake and I'm phony and I'm this and I'm that, and I'm here to ruin the mission. Like, it's amazing. It blows my mind because I didn't believe the women's side. I'm gonna be real. When I first came into the space, I didn't believe the men at all. I was just like, y'all are just talking bullshit. There's no way there are women who are like this. And then women who are exactly like that came into the space, and I went, wow, there are really women who say shit like this. And I'll just never forget that one woman who said,
They was there. They was there. It just takes them a while to show who they are, and it's not all of the women. Just like the men, it's not all of the men, but there's
right.
a lot of voices being heard out here on both sides that should not be heard or listened to at all. Honestly,
Well, see, then that's what I'm saying, right? Like, to me, I thought it was crazy when I heard that woman. I'll just never forget her. I'll just never forget her because it was the tone of her voice and everything. And she said, "Ain't nobody submitting to no black man." And she said the word black man like it was a cuss word. And I was like, wow, you really do hate black men. Okay, I see. And I was actually on her side the whole entire argument till that moment. And I went, oh, because I was like, you guys are just being too hard on her and da da. I'm like, okay, so there really are women like that, right? But then I didn't believe the women when the women were saying, listen, no, these dudes, they'll just attack you for nothing. And I'm like, no, they don't attack me for nothing, right? I disagree with people all the time, right? And they'll come to my aid, they'll come to my defense if people are being unfair with me, like, because I show people respect when I disagree with them. And so, like, this is how it is. Now, this was Manuscript Spirit 2.0, to be fair, but at the time, I was like, no, these women are just making that up. They want to come with the disrespect and the insult and all that stuff. And then they get mad when the men want to buck. And it's just like, why would they not? They're not going to just sit around and just let you disrespect them and still keep showing respect. That's what I was thinking. So it wasn't until, again, that I saw it. When I saw it happen to me, and I went, oh, there are some dudes who literally go, oh, you have ovaries? I'm going to disrespect you no matter what you say. Oh, shoot, okay, so these women aren't crazy, right? And then it started taking over. And now what you have are the most illogical, irrational, emotional, divisive, dysfunctional sides. Okay, those are the representing voices right now, the men and the women, right? So you've got a whole bunch of people who are, right? Yeah, it's like the majority, I'll say, of us are pretty reasonable. We're pretty centered. We might be center left or center right, but we're pretty centered. And we just really want to fix the problems. We want our problems to be acknowledged. We're willing to come to the table and listen to your problems. We want to come in good faith and resolve things so we can have better and do better. And that's the majority. But the loud minority is not about that life. And they're the ones who are claiming these young people. Okay. And so now you've got all these young people and all these defense forces running around demolishing everything, right? So they're demolishing the women's movements, they're demolishing the men's movements, they're demolishing the black movements, they're even demolishing, whatever good there is in the conservative side. I have a hard time with that one. But the point is, right, it's all of these loud minority people who have no common sense. They have no life experience because they're children. And they're just screaming from rooftops. These women need to be held accountable. Why are you holding these women accountable? Women accountable. All women are liars. And you're like, where's your accountability?
Right, that part. Like,
Yeah.
I want to say this, and with everybody asking me about the panel yesterday about Brownsburg and B.M.T. You called Queen Sunkiss a bitch. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. 96% of the time, if I'm on a stream with you, I'm possibly playing video games. I kid you not. I'm playing video games.
No, hold on. What are they saying about this Bronzeboard panel? Because I know what panel they're talking about. I was on that panel too.
now Exile. They say I go over there and I cause problems on the panel. Now they say BMT, you calling women out their name bitches. Okay. Now listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm going to show y'all. Y'all can go back and listen to it. I'm not gonna go through the whole stream. When I said hoodoo, you voodoo bitch. If you play video games, you would actually know that is a video game term from a game called Dead Island. That is actually a game that is out right now. I'm playing that game right now. I shit you not. I'm not going to play the actual game, but that the game is out right now. I'm not going to play it. But the thing about it, let me know if I hope I ain't bored. The thing about it is this: some
Nah,
people or
game.
anything. Right. I know. But some people, if anything, will look for any reason to look for a fight. Some people will look for a fight. They don't have to have it, they just need the smallest little grains. And that's a problem because, and this is something I called out on a panel. It's okay when you keep poking at somebody, right? Let's say I keep calling Ruby weird, Ruby creepy. Ruby, you sound like a weirdo. You sound like a creep, and you keep on doing side shit like that. And then Ruby says something back to you saying, "Hey, well, I think you're fucked up." Now you start cursing at her. But hold on, you've been saying that to her the whole time. Now she's pushing back. And see, that's the thing about it, where some people they try to keep it intellectually sound until after a while they're saying, you know, you're not going to keep doing this. You're not going to
So
keep doing
what you're saying is that whoever this woman was antagonistic, and you called her hoodoo voodoo.
No. I was playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't mute up. I just forgot to mute up. Like muting up.
Oh, so you're saying you were just singing the words to the song, and she took it as you calling her. Oh, okay.
Sometimes these streams go just like that. Now the people, they say, "Well, BMT, just apologize to her," but I'm like, she's done cursed me out like good 5 to 10 minutes. They done did a whole stream about me. I'm not gonna apologize if you're gonna keep disrespecting me. I'm sorry. I've had plenty of men and women attack me and come at me all types of ways. I'm tired of always apologizing, and those type of people don't have to apologize. That's bullshit. That's fucking clown ass shit. But then I gotta be for real. The only time people's streams make real good, money or views is nigga shit, and that's
That's
not no
true.
spark. That's not no spark to people or anything. Because I know when I'm just doing power, like when I'm just having conversation, like me and Ruby got a whole conversation talking about that of how to imprint somebody, and that's actually a thing on how to imprint somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It probably do 100, maybe close to 200 views. Let me go into nigga mode. I'm gonna hit over 300, probably 400. When I used to do the grifting red pill shit, I used to do 1,000. I used to do 1,000 views, but it didn't sit right with me. But I'm like, this doesn't make sense. It's not making sense. When you start making sense, people start pulling away from you. When you start going against their champions, they start kicking or brandishing you as the opt. Somebody says, "Oh man, like BMT, I heard that you used to listen." I haven't been over to certain people's panels in a long, long time. I mean, no offense, y'all. Like I'm fine by myself. Look at my videos. Like I can tell people who do come over avidly. Geely comes over. Ruby watches from the clouds from time to time. Like I know the people, Iman, Zell. Y'all can tell who's like regulars in my chats. I be over there with the Blur Cartel. I can tell y'all right now, y'all don't be over there with the Blur Cartel. Geely can tell y'all that. Y'all don't be going over there.
Yep, I'm the neighborhood chat roaster.
Right. So y'all don't go over there. Shout out to Overall Media. Y'all don't be going over there. A
I need
lot of
my wrench though. I need my wrench on Blurred. I'm just saying.
we'll get that. We'll get that going for you. Like yeah, like that's the thing about it. Like the respect shit. No, I done been over there to SKC's panel. You know what I'm saying? I've been called Strag, Predator, the alien shit. Even though I'm fine with that. It's a pretty cool alien. And all that good shit. I'm fine with that. I was there when listen, I've been cool with a lot of y'all don't like M.O.T. Me and M.O.T. are like this. Believe it or not, M.O.T. started building his channel. He was around us. He's actually a B.M.T. member. He's actually an owner. He's actually one of the co-owners of the Black Men's Congregation. That is a strictly all men's space. I'm telling you right now, M.O.T. got zero tolerance for bullshit. How do I know? It's one of the very few people he actually has respect for. It's Ruby. She was so starstruck. But according to everybody else, B.M.T. I said, no, if your talking points are valid, people will listen to you. If they're valid. If they're valid, they'll listen to you. I just don't placate or pander. I'm not gonna do that. If I don't agree, I don't agree. We don't have to be on the same panel. We don't have to agree. We don't have to conversate. I'm fine with that. Y'all know how many times G Leader said, leave it alone, BMT, leave it alone. Y'all know how many times people be telling me to take the low road? I do. But after a while I get saying, no, not this time. Not this time. No. Now they're just doing it. So when I start roasting back, it's victim mode. No, I just know that I'm a whole goddamn threat. Y'all gotta understand. I came up in rumbles. I came up in the coliseums. I came up in the debate leagues. Like I'm built just different. I used to be over there. What were we called? We were called the Horsemen. That's actually what I was in YouTube. I was one of the Horsemen. It was me, Jay Shine, Ruby, and SKC. I know that is a weird. Is that not a weird group? Mind you, we all are in different spaces in now. Although some of us we still talk, but we all used to be on the same panel on the TPOT. The conversation "Let It Burn" that came from our conversation. It came from our conversation, and we wanted the dysfunction and fuck shit to be rooted out of the communities. We wanted accountability.
Yeah, I just kind of think that we're all grown enough, and to me, it's kind of a indicator that a lot of these people, and to Ruby's point, that I think the worst in these spaces are the loudest. And there are so many people that are willing to be, I guess, morally flexible, I guess. Or I don't even know. They're just morally just flexible. That's the only thing that I can say.
Right.
That they don't really have a stance of their own, because a lot of times when I listen to some of these panels, and I don't go all of these spaces, I just like listen to the clips that other people are doing commentary on. You'll just see that there's really no pushback against anything. Like I can like last night I was listening to a stream where I guess you don't want to name names, but there was a
Oh, you can
particular
go ahead. You can go ahead. It doesn't bother.
yeah, so I think it was the Lapeef Network.
Yeah.
It was a stream that they did recently, and there was a guy on the panel that was essentially arguing for teenage children to partner up with 40-year-old men.
Yeah, I saw that Taz did a 6-hour stream about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
saw
there
that.
was really no pushback outside of him. on that.
And see, that's something that I know how people feel about Taz, but me and Taz have always been uh, pushbackers about young men, young girls being, or children in general being with adults. To me, mind y'all, and if y'all had seen us, we had it on Make It Make Sense. Shout out to the group from Make It Make Sense. We talked about that, did we not, Geely? We talked about
Hmm.
that. We were like, hey, like, and the young men there, they were like, yo, we're not for this. We're not for this grooming. Me and Ruby have talked about the grooming and how that is not appropriate. So there are different people in different spaces that are like, yo, that's not a very encourageable win. That's not good. That's not a good thing. Like, but you got to ask people where do they want to go with this? I'm not going around calling Sierra and Russell. I'm not going around calling Russell a simp. I saw a woman call Russell a simp, and I'm like, that is so crazy. A black woman calling Russell a simp when literally I thought we are for families. How is he a simp and he literally has a whole family?
I mean, he's a married man to a woman that loves him. They
It,
are a family, and regardless of where Sierra comes from or who she's had a child with previously, like I think that it's ridiculous that we're still having this conversation of whether like just because she was with Future, like somehow she's devalued and she's no longer marriage material. I mean, if we're still having these types of conversations as if no one can reform themselves from their past and not really even to say that perhaps she was always a decent person even when she was with Future. It
right,
just didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the fact that we're still having these conversations about adults partnering up with and marrying whoever they want to be with, I just think that it's silly. But then again, this goes to kind of show and points to the track record of these individuals with the loudest mics.
right. Like I said, Sierra destroyed a manosphere talking point. Well, according to them, they said single mothers that hit the wall like her can never be married, and that was her cardinal sin. Granted, you got it when niggas are hollering at Melanie King. How does that work? You have women that are in this space that have been wifed up that already had children. Like I'm telling you right now, man, the cherry picking is very. It is. It might be the season for cherry picking because people pick certain cherries that people still holler at. Nobody
Because
has
it
smoke.
doesn't, BMT, it doesn't matter. As long as she looks good, she got a body, that's all that
Hey,
matters.
hey. I'm learning. I'm learning that you just gotta listen. You could be a dude that done beat, choked, and stomped the shit out of a woman, but if you got them good baby blue eyes, you got that nice tattoo on your neck. Geely and Ruby might drop them draws because God forbid you might kill them or you might have a whole case on you. But hey, at the end of the day, you submitted to, and I've seen motherfuckers tell me that no matter what that person do to you, why would you want them to break up a happy home? And I was saying, what kind of crazy shit is this?
I
I, I,
think that I think that
that's
people are just mad. You know what I'm saying? Like Sierra is a gorgeous woman. She is gorgeous with
she,
her children.
she is a
And I think any man would risk it all for a night with Sierra. I think reasonably. I mean, like if we're talking in like fantasy world and like there were no consequences to it, any man. I mean, there's probably any woman that would go gay for a night for Sierra. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. But the thing about it was this, and this is where y'all blow my mind. Y'all use future talking points, but y'all are supposed to be the educated lanes. But y'all try to use the street dude talk point saying, don't be like the Pookie and the Railway. But then y'all talk game. But y'all are supposed to be the lames. The lames that want to talk game, but then say that, hey, these women are too fast. Okay. All right, cool. Hold that. I can't see myself with a fat chick. But I'm sorry, bro. But then when y'all look at the most successful and prominent people, they're not their tape measurements that they want to be. They're not. But guess what? That ain't stopping that man or woman from getting love. It's not. And listen, I'm not trying to convince nobody. We can ask y'all, hey, do y'all want to go get y'all kids back? There are men in this space that have their kids. Shannon, OJJ Speed, Jay Shine. What other brothers that have their kids? You got Charles has his kid. Complex Design. Talk to my brother Complex Design. Like there are black men that have their kids. Y'all don't even talk to them about how to get y'all damn kids, bro. That's the shit that be blowing my damn mind, bro. Like y'all don't even talk to the people that El Nixon has his kid. Like y'all don't even talk to people that thank you for that. Ty City has his damn son. Y'all don't talk to the brothers that actually are fathers, that are for men, and that are for accountability. Y'all don't talk to them. Y'all don't talk to them. Y'all ain't got to talk to me. Just go talk to them. Y'all keep saying that, oh, well, it's just the women that get the kids. But, bruh, newsflash, Melanie don't got her kids. Her husband does. Uh-oh. So guess what? The courthouses aren't like y'all say they are. They're a lot different. They're a lot different. Nobody ever questions this shit. No, I don't. This is why back in the day, and Shannon and Ruby will tell you, I used to drink because I used to hear so much stupid shit. I used to just have to just drink my way through these dumbass 7-hour panels. But now I just see motherfuckers are dumb. I was watching y'all say cancel Jonathan Majors, but then again, y'all were talking about household discipline. And I was like, ain't that a bitch? I was watching y'all say all kind of crazy shit in these spaces. But y'all don't even... Let me shut the fuck up, man. I asked brothers about getting a job. B.M.T, why are you hiring black women? Hey, Mahogany. I asked y'all about getting a job. The men were mad because I hired black Geely. Men were mad that I hired black women also. And I said, I don't mind hiring the brothers, but some of the brothers don't want to work. And a lot of the brothers were trying to fuck the women on the job. The girls were trying to learn how to get certified to drive the forklifts in the reaches while the dudes were trying to figure out how to get them to go out on smoke break to go fuck. I can't make this up. Shout out to Mahogany. I remember when me and Mahogany met up for breakfast to go talk about how we were trying to do collab deals. Nigga, how would Mahogany say, child, these motherfuckers right here. They try to make it seem like me and Mahogany were fucking. Though we done showed our families. Mahogany done did videos after videos with her man. Somehow Mahogany was supposed to be pregnant with B.M.T's baby. I done given up with the perception of trying to validate myself with these motherfuckers. B.M.T, you be at the clubs. Nigga, I've been told y'all I got investments in clubs. I go to so y'all can go invest in cryptocurrency, nigga currency, she or Shimu, whatever the fuck, dog coins. I go invest in brick and mortar. That's a fucking problem. Something I know y'all gonna go to. I say, just say, B.M.T, I don't fuck with you. And one of the things I will tell you, if you don't fuck with me, unsubscribe. Don't listen. Don't come around. Ruby will tell you that. I will tell you, listen, bro, if y'all don't fuck with me, bro, unsubscribe. I don't beg people to watch my shit, subscribe to my shit, fuck with my shit. I do good with just 3 people in the chat. Fuck you niggas. I'm not like some of these bitches out here complaining about people don't come watch my shit. I'm not like that. I'm not struggling for that shit. I don't say, if you don't watch me, I'm going to turn off my camera.
Yeah, see, but the thing is, BMT, remember that, and I mean, part of this is true, right? Because Black people really like drama. No, like Black people love drama, okay? And it's very difficult to sell them not drama. And unfortunately, that's what you end up seeing. A lot of these dudes give up all of their principles, all of their morals, and whatever. Because Manosphere 2.0, the majority of Manosphere 2.0 was reasonable. And they were like that. And then what happened is,
Ruby, we were hoes. We failed. We failed. So I will take that. Manosphere 2.0, we failed. We failed. We class of YouTube, we failed y'all. We caused the crack epidemic of YouTube. I will own that. I sold y'all crack. I failed y'all. I told y'all I sold y'all crack. I led Ruby astray. I caused Yili to be unsubmissive. I made Mahogany go out there and get pregnant, and now she's a single mother. I failed Zell. I failed. Y'all can clip it. B.M.T. failed y'all. I'm out here broke and destitute. I'm an incel. I am an incel. I will own that.
Well, but it wasn't just, obviously it was not just B.M.T. But no, but you know what the biggest issue was this, right? Is for some reason that is unknown to everyone in life, Fresh and Fit was able to come up when it was under still Manosphere 2.0 law. And so when the majority of Manosphere 2.0, it was like Manosphere 2.0 and then versus the incels, okay? And incel culture has now taken over the Manosphere, and that's what Manosphere like 3.5 and forward has been. But that was the problem, because before, a lot of the same dudes that are now preaching this, the incel talking points, shall we say, they used to fight against the incels. The guys were calling the guys gay for saying that they wouldn't sleep with a single mother. And stuff like that. It's wild how much some of these big names, okay, these are big names that have changed entirely. Their entire viewpoints, every talking point they've changed so dramatically for what? Because Fresh and Fit, because Kevin Samuels, right? So now they've got to change, and everyone changed what they're talking points. Even some of these bigger names, like I will say, at least MTR on occasion still talks about male accountability. Right, but even he's changed up his talking points. When you look at someone like Poor Man's Podcast, he pisses me off because he's been married. He's with the same chick like basically his whole life. He doesn't have these life experiences. But what he talks about when you're talking about Black women, when he's married to a Black woman, he's only 25 years old, and nothing about any of these talking points applies to his life, right? But he talks about it like it does. And I'm like, bruh, you could be one of them dudes because you're married successfully. You have your children in wedlock. Successfully, you were good at sports even though you're not that tall, and on top of that, you're good at life. Y'all are doing well. You figured it out. Why aren't you doing a podcast or something or a channel talking about how Black men could do it better?
That
exactly.
That doesn't sell.
It doesn't sell. No.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that doesn't sell. Don't be like B.M.T. I promise you, you will regret it. You will regret it. You will regret it. I had to learn the hard way, and guess what? It got me in trouble. So that does not sell. That does not sell. People are still mad at me because I have a friend that is of the alternate lifestyle, but somehow, hey, I am forcing my children LGBT agenda. Listen, I can't make this shit up. I can't. Listen,
but see, here's the thing, but BMT, this is a problem, right? So there's supply and demand, and I get it, right? It doesn't sell as well. But the fact that everyone then sold out and started selling to the lowest common denominator, it's not even like they started selling to like the sort of lowest common denominator. No, they went to the most like based, which used to mean like just raw and like not in a good way, but whatever, right? They went to all those baser instincts in people and started selling to that. And if everyone hadn't sold out in 2.0, right, we wouldn't have where we have things now, where you have even more young men who are virgins terminally, cannot get any basic success with women, even if they wanted to go and be friend zoned. They don't even have the skills, the social skills to be friend zoned. Okay, that is how much that these talking points are poisoning them, to the point where now we have social media accounts dedicated solely to incel tears, or to like basically making fun of their horrible attempts to speak to women, because what they do is they parrot the bullshit that people like FNF tell them, and then when it doesn't work out, FNF's already given them what they need to think, which is it's just the modern women. Modern women ain't shit, right? So therefore, they don't need to know that their social skills really ain't shit, and that was the biggest problem, right? Because someone's already told them it's not their fault. It's modern women. If you just went back to the 1950s, exactly what you just said there would have sold. So when you spoke to women like they were barely above being property or trash, right? And you spoke down to them, and then you disrespected them and called them out their name. Well, shit, they'd be for sure willing to not only spread their legs for you, but submit to you, have your kids, whatever you wanted. That was the 1950s. But these crazy modern women these days, right? Like that's not true. That's never been true. But it's so easy to lie to children. And then what happens is these children have now gotten older, so now they're adults technically, and they still believe the same bullshit they believed when they were 16, because their favorite people have morphed and changed their messages, and they still believe in their favorite people. And so now you've got a very serious problem, because you've got an entire demographic of men, and I'm talking about all of American men, really, right? In the manosphere, black manosphere, white manosphere, worshiping something that never existed, worshiping something that doesn't exist in the countries they worship it from, right? Because they're talking about Asia. It's in Asia, these women are so submissive and this and that, and da-da-da.
Oh, they're
The
not.
loneliness problem? No, they're not. But the loneliness problem in Asia is worse. The loneliness problem is so bad. Do you know how many things they've invented in the last 3 years to combat male loneliness? Because men are so lonely. Because women aren't willing to buy into this bullshit system anymore at all. And men still have to work day and night, breaking their back, and they have no one to love them, no one to come home to, no one to anything. And women are better at being alone and doing it all than men are. And so they're super lonely. So the amount of things I've reviewed, first on Shar's channel, I'm about to review something else this Thursday on I'll Be That News, just to combat the Asian male loneliness problem. Yeah.
Now, question. Question. I know I gotta go soon.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I don't want to cut in. I just want to say thanks for being up on the panel. It's a pleasure talking to you, Ruby, B.M.T. We want to catch up one-on-one. I gotta go watch some TV with the baby. So you guys have a good night.
Have a good night.
Is my clumsy friend okay now?
Your clumsy friend?
Yes, your daughter. She's
yeah, she's good. Yeah. She's still clumsy though.
Don't do that to her.
Yeah, she gets it from her aunt. I think it's in the DNA. She, walks in the walls. It's a thing. So
that was so cruel. Do you know people literally grow overnight? Like they don't grow 1 inch in a month. If they grew 1 inch, they grew 1 inch overnight. Of course, these kids at those ages are clumsy. They grew, like literally their body changed overnight. And we give them no credit for this. I'm just saying, I feel bad for tweenies and the young kids, because I'm I was so awkward and so unstable. And now that I know that we don't grow slowly over time, that we shoot up literally overnight, I'm like, well, yeah, of course you had no control, and suddenly your judgment's so off and you walk into walls and shit. Because yesterday you were an inch shorter. That's a big difference. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. I feel for your daughter.
I'm going to put in a request. Right? I'm going to put in a request for you, to add it to your manifest for you. I want to also address this trans-maxing. Why are these trans-maxing?
Oh, you want me to address trans-maxing on the new show?
Yeah,
I was supposed to do it with Melody, but then no. It's just what happened is me and Melody Melody's schedule changed very suddenly, and I'm not available in the middle of the day, and that's the only time she's now available. So we kind of had an issue where we have to wait till we can sync up again to do more shows. But I was going to do it with her. But yeah, no, you know what? A lot of trans-maxing It's basically a black pill. It all has to do with black pill. Black pill
Uh-oh.
is really messing up a bunch of young men, and I'm saying
No,
men
it's
are
not.
messing up
No,
young
it's
men.
not. No, it's not.
And on that note, you guys have a good night. Peace, y'all.
Listen. So you know,
Good night.
I want y'all to be prepared. Be prepared, Zell. Be prepared. When Ruby goes down that rabbit hole, I just want y'all to know, y'all all wanted to go red pill. Now y'all dropping y'all balls and putting on thongs up y'all ass. And I just hope y'all are ready. Because all y'all who say y'all going monk mode and y'all going black pill and shit, now y'all, hey.
No.
Listen,
If anyone's paying attention, dude, you cannot get mad at women for coming at your masculinity and da-da-da if you black pill, because black pill with the looks maxing and the trans maxing, bro, what y'all are doing is far worse than what women do when they get mad and they want to come at your masculinity.
If y'all women had submitted to them, they wouldn't. Jay Charles, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, listen, I'm telling you right now. And Ruby, I gave her the assignment. Professor B.M.T. gave her the assignment. She understands it. She already know the mission. This is it right here. This is it right here. These are men that are going their own way. They gonna MGTOW, femboys, are a cure to incel. They're talking about trans maxing, how they are going, how they're more powerful as women now. Y'all made it. Y'all made it. Y'all have finally found a way to defeat women. This is Manosphere 5.0. This is where we'll be going. I am ready. Don't mind me. I'll be standing outside in the hell.
No, it's fine. You defeated women by becoming them. And that's fine. Like, I don't think anyone realizes how messed up this is. No.
She just write on paper shit. Ruby don't care, bro.
No, because we're not talking about trans people, right? And I've told everyone we're not talking about trans people, nor are we talking about the LGBTQ community. We're not talking about that at all. We're talking about black pill looks maxing to the extreme, and we're talking about a bunch of men manipulating younger, unattractive, unsuccessful with women, men. Okay, and it is devastating. And then, like, if you think about the cult that they were doing this in, and it's the best thing to say, it's like an online group, like on 4chan or whatever, right? That they were literally doing this, and then the young guys were doing this, and then they were being blackmailed into having to continue to post sexier and sexier photos and send it to these creep shows, or else the creep shows were going to expose them to friends, family, or online as being gay or trans, even though they weren't. They were just trying to be successful in life, and they were told it's the only way that they'll ever be able to get any type of attention, right? Like, this is when you realize that a particular message is literally creating way more harm than good. At some point, we have to decide, hey, just because it's coming from men doesn't mean it's good for men. Okay, bro, trans maxing, looks maxing. There's so little coverage of it, and again, it comes down to
why are you jealous that they are taking over and that they're able to find love? They're able to find happiness
at all. No.
That they know how to please their lovers and all their shit. I mean, you guys.
Well, remember that I'm not, because I'm the one who's not threatened by trans women, like real trans women, not threatened by them either. Doesn't bother me. And so I'm definitely not bothered by a bunch of straight men who are basically, in essence, gay for pay / women for pay, but and the pay is retention. Yeah, they're straight. These are straight men. Yeah, these are straight men who don't have any issues with gender, right? They don't want to be women.
So
they're
straight.
Yeah. So basically, this is what it is. So if you look into what looks maxing is, right? Looks maxing tells men, right, that there's an underlying bone structure, right, to being a Chad, right, to being the type of man that women find attractive, and you'll get a lot of play. And the further away from that you are, the less likely it is that you're going to be successful with women. But the same goes true on the opposite side for women, right? There is an underlying bone structure that makes you very attractive as a woman. Some men have a bone structure that would make them successful as women, right? That's why they're so unsuccessful as men, because when women look at these guys' faces, the way that their faces is built, they're basically women. So what they say is, well, shoot, you don't have the body or the face to be a man and be successful and get sex or attention, right? But you do have the face and the body to be a woman and to get sex and attention. And remember, once you're a woman, the world's your oyster. You get all the sex and attention you want. And they convince these guys to, in essence, dress up like and become women, to feminize themselves fully, so that way they can have attention, and they can get clout, and they can, get all the doors open to them, because remember, women just have it so easy in life, right? So yeah, that's what it is.
This is women's fault. If y'all had just submitted these men, but I'm not going to take from Ruby, because I want her to save her talking points, so that way when she angers the black pill community, that they will go straight after her. I'm okay with whatever y'all do. I'm okay. If y'all want to go out and buy heels and go shopping and stuff, Ruby will go with y'all. I'm dead ass. Ruby will go with y'all. She'll probably help y'all go pick out the dress. If y'all want to go out there and twerk it and bust like it's hot, that's fine. I'm fine with it. This is where y'all wanted to go. I support y'all.
Oh no, I'm not. Listen. My thing is not to, because the way I see it is that these young guys who are actually transvaxing, like they are actually doing the dressing up and stuff, they're vulnerable, and they've been, in essence, you have a bunch of predators preying on them.
They're vulnerable. Don't be giving them.
No, they are vulnerable. No, because they are. Because the people who are doing this are not the ones spreading the message, right? The ones spreading the message, like Wheat Waffles, for example, the ones spreading the message aren't dressing up like women and fulfilling the desires of other men who literally can't get female attention, right? That's not who the ones who are doing this, who are actually putting on the female clothing and then sending the sexy pictures and right? These are the vulnerable. They're often young. Some of them are even minors, right? They are very vulnerable. They've never been very popular. They've never been socially adept. A lot of them are autistic or not neurotypical, right? And that's why they can be manipulated into doing things, and convinced of things to this extent, right? Because the black pill people believe in the looks maxing in general, right? But to believe truly that you could just dress up like a woman, and send sexy poses and stuff, and the world's your oyster, and that's it, and that will be fulfilling, you would have to something would have to be slightly off socially, right, for you to believe that. So yeah, they're vulnerable people. I'm just saying. The people who do it. Not the people who say it. The people who say it can rot in hell. I want to expose those people. I want that to be exposed and put on front line for what it is, which is a bunch of predatory losers who cannot be successful speaking to women, cannot get those women to fulfill their sexual desires or even send them sexy pictures. So they manipulate a very vulnerable sect of the population to get that population to dress up and do their bidding for them. So that way, at least someone's sending them pictures and submitting to them and all that stuff, right? It's like a sick game to these freak shows who are doing this, right? So it's not the ones dressing up that are the problem. It's the ones making them dressing up and then utilizing them.
Yeah. I'm going to stop the show, but I can't wait till when Ruby goes in to talk about this. Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm not greedy. Like I said, listen. A lot of people who have come through B.M.T. I don't stop them from their blessings, and literally, I'll be that news. I have full faith. They're doing good. Y'all are doing good. Y'all too. Y'all are doing really damn good, and y'all just started.
We just started under a month,
and y'all are already doing some good numbers. So y'all got something going. Yeah. I can't wait till you make sure you put the proper hashtag, put the black pill, red pill, put them, they allow them to come, Ruby. Now, don't be scared when they come to challenge you. How dare you try to take away from me my jail bait? You know what I'm saying? There was a video on TikTok where it was a man who was transmaxing, and he had a lover, and he his lover sat him down on his lap. And he's like, hey, I get I get money, I get food, I get clothing, and he's happy. So they're happy. I'm not going to step between their happiness. That's what they want to do. I'm like, if this what it took for the incels to win, to get with felony Mike, Ruby, y'all women that missed are now getting married. Y'all women are now getting married. These trans maxers are winning.
But no, do you know they're not though? They still identify as men, and that's what I'm saying. They're not actually trans. No, they're not trans. They're not women. They don't identify as women. Their gender is not unsure. No.
See, I'm saying now you're just playing around with them.
No, I'm not. They're basically drag queens. So if you think about a drag queen, right? Drag queens are men who dress up like women. They like dressing up like women. They like putting on a show and stuff, but they identify as men. They don't think they're women. They don't identify as women. They don't feel like women on the inside. They have this fabulous side of them. They want to get all dressed up and look all pretty and put on this over-exaggerated show of womanhood, but they don't feel like women inside. These are not even drag queens. These are not trans people. Okay, they're not at all. They have no gender issues, identity issues. No, that's not what it is at all. I just want to say for the record, though, I'm not the one everyone's going to come to our channel and hate. They're going to hate Zelmay because he's the one who's constantly coming for them. He came for them with the Passport Boys. He came for them. His story that went out today, the Jalen Hurts story, where it's like, okay, so y'all want to sit there and hate women, but Jalen Hurts, richest contract out there, and it's all women, right? So I mean, like, listen, Zelmay's always coming for the red pill space, and he knows that I am pro red pill. He knows that I actually believe in pure red pill ideology. He's the one who's always coming for them. It's not me. I'm just saying, black pill is another story, obviously. But
do me a favor. Do you have your rent in the chat? Do you have your rent in the chat?
Not on this channel.
Not on this channel. Put your channel in the back chat. I'll go back and put the link in there. I'll put it in there. Y'all go over. Yes, literally, y'all will hear a lot of stuff. They talk on politics, local news, government, all that stuff. Ruby don't play around. Neither does Zell. I rock with them heavy. That's why. The thing about it, y'all, when it comes to trust in these spaces, find like-minded people that you can sit at the table. Not an echo table, but a table, a round table where y'all can talk. You want to have a court. Like, you see how Ruby said, no, B.M.T, I disagree. And so did Geely. You didn't see me freak out, start cursing at them. Even Girl gave me pushback. Exile gave. I'm telling you, I do take pushback. It don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I don't bother. Listen, bro, you could do a show on my video and then go out and do your own show. I would not lose any sleep. I will not. I'll be like, oh, cool. I will be happy. I don't hate on my people making money and doing shit. I want to see y'all. That's y'all. If my doggone channel is the first grade and y'all move on to college, then me as a teacher, I did my job.
But see, what we want, though, we want to be like Young Turks, but for Black people, right? So eventually, we're going to have enough people, right, and enough resources that we'll be able to, and we'll be making money. Because I mean, we just started, so we're not, right? So it's
y'all allow Andrew Tate on y'all show?
I mean, it depends on the context, right? So we were talking about, for example, doing interviews. No, there's not going to be co-hosts, right? But
co-host with y'all.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, it's not about me and Zell. This is our show, right? But we will have the occasional people that it depends. Like, we might have some. And they kind of like they have a weatherman and they have whatever. So you've got your main anchors and then you've got the occasional anchor for sports or for whatever. So we might have that.
Sign me up. Sign me up, boy. I need me a job. Let me.
That's what I'm saying, right? When we can pay people, that's what we want to do. But also, we want to do interviews and stuff like that as well. So some of our segments would be with interviews of people, whether they're sports stars or musicians or whatever. So would we interview an Andrew Tate? Yeah, right. Would we have a special airing of an interview one-on-one with it? Sure, but and would we? I don't know. I would be willing to have someone who is solely red pill or solely conservative or solely whatever as an anchor on our show, right? Like as a regular spot. But when you're talking about Andrew Tate, number one, he sells people. Number two,
Allegedly.
he's a twat.
You don't know.
Fine, allegedly. Number three, he's a hypocrite. Number four, he's
Allegedly.
a liar.
You don't know.
No, that I know he's a hypocrite and a liar because
Ruby,
no,
stop.
no. Hold on, this is provable, demonstrably provable. Because when he lied about why he got kicked off of the TV show, which we know that, but he's been on other TV shows. And so when he, for example, quit one TV show because his eye hurt, like that was it. His eye just hurt. And he left the TV show, the one where you're traveling around the world on like $20 a week or whatever. He ran away from that one, but he's turned around and called men pathetic and losers and da because they give up as soon as they've got a little bit of a boo-boo. Okay? No, he's a hypocrite and a liar. Sorry. Like, this is just what it comes down to. Provably. I might even say, I have to say allegedly when it comes to the crimes, right? But I don't have to say allegedly about that because you can just look at his content and what he's done versus what he says. And I'm just saying, the man, or how about this?
Zell already said he can come on the show and maybe he can be, I don't know, your analyst. Maybe
that's because Zell wants to talk to Andrew Tate because Zell did an episode where he played Andrew Tate saying, hey, listen, I think that you're gay if you sleep with a woman who was born a woman, but she looks super masculine. And I think you're not gay if you sleep with a hot looking person who looks like they're a woman, even though they were born a man. That's why Zell wants to.
I got people I could put up.
See?
My boy Jay Charles. He has nothing but information. I'm gonna start doing content from what Jay Charles sends me. I've been sleeping on some of his stuff, but I can promise you, come next week, Jay Charles's content that he gives me will be going out there. He's putting out stuff about PUDIS, about doggone local government, about travel. There's a lot of good stuff. I know a lot of people want to come up. Listen, y'all, I have to go. Once I do 2 hours, that is too much. Me and Ruby, we done more of it, but technically, just to be fair, you technically are only supposed to do 1 to 2 hours on YouTube. Anything past that is just dead time. That's just dead time. Like it really shouldn't go. But that's just friendly YouTube advice. Don't believe us hermits. Even though me and Ruby have already done graduated from YouTube High, and we're in college. Will we be in college, or what would we be considered? You would probably be in like red pill study, and I would probably be in grifter psychology. If y'all ask me, if we had to do where we at right now in YouTube, I would be in grifter psychology. Ruby would root in red pill study and philosophy. I shit you not.
I feel like I might be advancing a little bit. Like I feel like I might be advancing.
I promise you'll probably be coming around the lunch table trying your red pill shit around us, and it will not be working. I'm like,
oh, not just you. Listen, I got Melanie King wanting me to come onto her panel when she does her female panel this week or next week. I'm just saying, listen, I'm advancing, okay? Yeah, that's right. No, but for real, and I think, and you know, I can't wait till the next time you do like one of those things where you're like, hey guys, I'm doing the commercial of all this, because I finally have a channel that I own. Well, I co-own it with Zelman.
Oh, you ready to actually?
No, we've done 4 live streams, but we also release content every day. So I actually am producing content on a daily basis, plus doing a live weekly, right? So I feel very proud that like I'm actually producing content. Because everyone's like, where's your content, Ruby? Where's your content, Ruby? I have content now, okay? Like literally for the past month, it's grinding. Every single day we release something and we do the live. So
I want y'all to understand this. I am the only one that actually does commercial breaks on
Mhm.
my shows. That actually, and that's why y'all don't get what Ruby talking about. I would say, give me your channel, and I will go through a whole commercial and actually advertise your channel. And you know what would happen? People would go there because they're like, oh, what? They actually have commercials for their channel. It's just like they
Mhm.
advertise your stuff. And I don't say give me no money, no nothing. I just want to see you just say, hey, I hit 2,000, I hit 3,000, I hit 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? One day Pearl might ask me to advertise her, and I'll be like, okay, Pearl, I'll advertise you, and I'm gonna send you to the I'll be that news, and he might, and maybe Pearl can strike deals for y'all and get y'all some moderators and stuff. So
Mhm.
we'll definitely.
Well, no, and we're gonna do commercials as well. I mean, right? Like that's why I said I'm like I want us to be like the Young Turks, but for Black people, including promoting
I can see you
our
on Young
people's
Turks.
shit. You know?
I can see you on y'all. I switch y'all not. I can see Ruby on Young Turks, but see Ruby wouldn't be on there long. But Ruby has to have her damn vape, so Ruby would be vaping while on Young Turks. She be
Mhm.
vaping and rocking in a chair, or literally no. Ruby would have a lazy boy lounge chair where you can lay on and be vaping and smoking. And the
No,
scary
no. Do you don't see my vape on our
I
new show?
noticed. I know. Listen, bro. I'm. So you know how. Let me listen, y'all. Let me tell you how scared I am of Ruby. Ruby is here when I'm vaping, and she can
Mhm.
tell when I'm pulling from my vape, and she'll like, "B.M.T, are you vaping?" And I'm like, "How do you know?" She like, "I can hear it," and I'm like, "How long have you been doing that? You know the exact amount of vaping of?" And literally, she can hear it. Like, I think she got me hooked on vapes, but I used to do
Yeah.
banana melon, and all that shit. But yeah, Ruby got me on vape, y'all. Um,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's why we pre-record BMT. Y'all know me. I'm just one and done, bro. Listen, all some of the best footage on YouTube that y'all talk about has come from my shit. And they be like, did y'all pre-rehearse that? Nope.
No, 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 not pre-rehearse, pre-record. So not all of our news stories, right? Some of them we do live on the live show, but a lot of our news stories we actually pre-record the news story. So that gives us a time in between of us talking and having our discussion part about the story. It gives us a chance to, I don't know, run to the bathroom or chill out, whatever, because we're playing the news story. And then once the news story is done, then we talk about it live, right? So we are live and then we do some of the news stories live, but we need a break sometimes. So we pre-record, it gives us the break. So I get to vape or eat cake or do whatever the fuck I want to do,
Oh, so
right? And then I put it down right before we go back to live.
like I said,
Mhm.
like I said, for those of y'all, if y'all trying to get on Fox News, Tucker Carlson is gone, so there's an open position.
Don Lemon's gone to CNN, so there's a real opening for you. You want to be Black and a Democrat, you can CNN.
If
Hire
ever
him.
was a time for you grifters to make it big league, listen, baby, the
Mhm.
kings, the kings and the dukes are gone from their thrones. Like, I'm just saying, I might see one of y'all. Listen, Kevin must be pissed off somewhere in hell because he's like, damn, if I just would have lived just long enough. I'll be talking about Cameron and Mace. Now the rappers are doing
Mhm.
podcasting in suits, but they are so niggified. It's
Casa
just
Mace,
Passa
Casa
Mace
Mason Betha. Mm-hmm.
and Cameron are now. Look it up, bro. Look it up. I kid you not, Ruby. Look it up. I shit you not. It is the funniest shit. Cameron can't stop cursing. Mace is so animated, like they are not built for podcasting. But we did say this was going to happen. That celebrities were going to start coming to YouTube, and so
Mm-hmm.
y'all going to have to start stepping up y'all shit. I'll see you guys later. Y'all go to I'll Be That Nude. I'm gonna go find a channel and go do a commercial personally of it for y'all. As soon as Ruby
Thank
gets the
you.
shit to me,
I
I'm gonna,
dropped the link in the back chat.
you know what? Let me
It's
grab it.
right there.
Go grab it. Let me grab it. Let me go grab
And
it.
the app, because we're like all over the damn place. We're in Kick, we're in obviously YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, Twitch, bro. We live stream like on 4 different platforms every week. So I'm just saying, we doing the damn thing. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. That's what we decided.
Okay, so let me go ahead and play and get that out there for you guys, because y'all guys, let me showcase this for y'all. Y'all definitely deserve this. So
Thank you.
let me get this out there. You know, I gotta do this. I wouldn't be me if I didn't get out there.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to get the latest news, topics, and the black version of Young Turks, please go to I'll Be That News, which is led by co-host Ruby, co-host Zell. You can check them out on the latest topics, gossip, news, and accountability that you can see here on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe and check them out. You can also hit the bell and notify yourself of the latest stuff. And please, if you enjoy their content, please put a message in the comments of what you'd like to see, and that way they'll take in that of your views and accountability. This is B.M.T. signing off, and I hope you enjoy that. This will be I'll Be That News coming on next time.
Thank you.
Listen, y'all. I told y'all I used to do. Listen, I kid y'all not. Everybody used to always flood me with their videos of their channels, and I'll be like, all right, get out the song, and I'll start playing. That's why I'll put you out there. So let me make sure I grab this, put this in the link. Y'all definitely go subscribe. Go subscribe. Go subscribe. Go subscribe.
Yes, please,
to
thank
them.
you. And we take viewer suggestions. So you see, like most weeks we have done a story because someone requested it. You can email us at allbethatnews@gmail.com if you are interested in having us cover a story that you would like us to cover.
I'm telling you right now, they do their due diligence. So definitely, y'all, they don't go off of feelings; they go off of research. So definitely, if y'all want to get at them, hit them up, and so that way they can definitely do the information. There you go. I'll be that news at gmail.com. If y'all want to go hit them up, put it in there. Put these boys and girls to work, man. Put these boys to work. Make them run around and y'all gonna do the stuff. There's also the link tree. I'll be that news. Thank you, Nayan Media. He's also the other co-host. He says he's gonna troll. No, he's not. Ruby gonna put his ass to work. She's gonna put him to work. I'll see you guys later. And you know what's crazy? I told y'all I know how they got to meet. I made sure that those two got to meet, and now they're making amazing content. And I don't. Yep, that's all. B.M.T. do you need anything? No. People hit me up all the time to talk to other people. All the time. B.M.T. can I talk to this person, or can I find this person, or can I or how's this person? They ask me all the time, all over YouTube. Even though I'm like one of the most hated, I'll tell them like, no, I'll just work with them. Just do the content with them. That's it. And then I'll keep it moving. I don't need. Oh, B.M.T. I don't know. I don't need any of that. Just make the content. If it's good, and if I agree or disagree, I'll probably do a video off of it. And we make content off of each other. I have Ruby do pop up, and she'll be like, "B.M.T. send me the link. I'm going up there. I had the show. Send me the link. I'll go there." I have people all the time ask for the link. They'll come up and they'll do their stuff. So other than that, you guys, I think I did that. What I told you. Hey, that's why I appreciate Zell, bro. Zell say he wanted.
Wait, is he talking about the fact that he wanted me to leave the Manosphere in Red Pill? Because he really did. Like that was a whole that's the first time I remember him ever saying, "You're too smart for this. You're too good for this." And then we did that whole entire one-on-one, right? Where again, that was his whole entire purpose, was just to prove that I was too smart to be in this space still. And then I guess now we started the new show. So
Now, if you save one soul, save my daughter Ruby. Save her. Save her soul. They done converted her. I done got her out of the house of RBR. But them manosphere demons got their hold on her mind. But now she thinks she's a nigga. But you probably
Jesus.
you can save her, bro. I gotta let her out there in them streets. Sometimes you gotta let your child go out there in them streets and get their ass taught. Now she can always come home. B.M.T is always her home. Now she knows she can't go back to RBR's house. She knows she can't go back there.
No, he's banned me. And then if I go, he's gonna hurt RBR's channel, so I can't go.
Yep. And I listen, boy, I got a lot of eyes out there, boy. Like I just got one. I got the nice silver bullet to put them down. RBR still be sending me letters asking me to leave them strike. No, RBR, no. I got your channel by the neck where I want it, and I'm just ready to just put it down. Now Ruby still wants him to be alive. I don't give a shit. I don't. So to save that old Negro, Ruby is trying to keep him alive. Is it a hostage?
Honestly, I want RBR to have I want him to have a segment on our new show. But I can't do that unless I let BMT have a segment on our new show first. I understand that. So until we're at that stage. But no, I think that, the rambling, angry, old, boomer, that would be a great segment, right? And like, who would be better to do that than RBR? For real, right? But like, RBR taught me shit I didn't understand.
Just let her say what she's saying.
RBR has taught me things I did not know that no one else has explained to me, like politics. Like there's a lot of aspects of politics and like the way voting works in America. Like I didn't understand.
He abused. He abused you.
Abused.
Yes, he did. He abused you. That's like I said, bro. I had to save that chick. This child, like she was on Stockholm level, getting beat on verbally by this man, and I had to pull her out of the fire. Like now, she's saying how he taught her shit. That sounds like some A&E Stockholm documentary.
Oh God.
Even though he had me in the cage and threw bananas at me, I mean, it was out of love. Like, dude, shut up. Like you say shit.
Really?
You know that what you say. That's what I'm saying. I give you her. Maybe you might be able to get her out of that red pill detox shit. But when she's ready to come back home, she can come back. She just knows she can't be down there to that senile house and hang with them animals. She go down there. She knows what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna, and I'm gonna say you did that. You pulled the trigger. So she know, and I'll be that. I'll be that. Y'all could be right.
See? You see how catchy I'll be that. See? I'll be that. It's work.
But but again, like Ruby said, B.M.T will I'll own my shit. So I'm gonna
no, Zell, he doesn't disrespect me. Actually, I'm like one of the only people RBR really likes, and I'm one of the only people who has managed to defeat RBR in an argument, and RBR admitted I defeated him because I had a better argument. So at the end of the day, RBR likes me. RBR and B.M.T are in a hate war and hate each other. So RBR feels like B.M.T stole me from him. Right. And so now B.M.T has used me as a weapon against RBR. So yeah, it's a whole thing.
Fair enough. Listen, that again, there are some beefs, and you know the thing about it, and maybe one day me and Ruby going to have to talk about that. There are some beefs and wars that some of y'all will never understand that are just y'all just don't know. You just don't know why are they so angry. And the only people who know about it are certain people like a Ruby, or you had to be there. And then they're like, well, maybe I can talk about it. And then Ruby be like, no, trust me, you're going to make it worse. It just better exist. But other than that, you guys, Ruby already knows where she can and can't go. She's fine with that. I got to reiterate that to her. I mean, sometimes I text her and you know what I'll do? I'll go over there and I'll check the channel and I'll look to see if I see or just hear her voice. And if I hear that shit, they can have that crazy yellow girl, Queen Mayat. They can have her crazy ass. But
God.
Ruby knows damn well.
Queen Mayat is the definition of a flip-floppy ass bitch. So is Candace.
Oh, now look at you. Now look
Going
at
back
you.
to that.
Now look at you. Now look at you.
Mhm.
So look at
Mhm.
this is why I keep her. This is why I keep her out of that crack house of RBR. Keep her out of that. She's safe with you, Zell. She's safe over there. She said, I trust her more over there with Game Changer in them. I know damn well she's safe over there. But god damn it, she go over there to that crack house. I'm gonna destroy that fucking channel once and for all. And ain't nobody gonna be able to stay that shit. But that's fine. Ruby safe.
Mhm.
Nobody's gonna harm her anymore. I'm gonna put their hand. Nobody's gonna verbally abuse her. Well, not anymore.
Mhm.
RBR, you gotta just suck that one. That she's gone. Let it go. I know you be emailing me to let Ruby go, and literally he does email to let Ruby go.
I believe that he does, because that's why you're doing this.
I know he's watching, and it makes me laugh knowing that motherfucker is angry that I'm. Oh god, I get so elatedly happy knowing that he's pissed off that Ruby's on this panel. I'm gonna get probably 2 emails tonight. I'm gonna get 2 emails, and I hope you get pissed off, RBR, because Ruby belongs here with me, and she's never gonna fucking leave ever. You'll never get her. You'll never get her ever again. But I'll
I
see you
don't
guys.
even know what happened.